That's good. All right. Hello. Thank you all for. I really appreciate that everybody is so patient with us today. I've got. Well, I know it's a real camera, Gunner. It's a real camera. I'm very excited that everyone's been so patient with us today. We've got Aragorn, we've got Mongani, we've got Ranty, we've got Gunner, we've got the Crosshair, of course, here in chat. Thelia, Cassie Mouse. Perhaps we'll be joined by others. Who knows? Oh, good. Okay, okay. Gunner was joking about the potato thing, Crosshair. That's probably a good thing.
Well, it's okay because I can't see you anyway.
It's true. Crosshair and I are operating sort of through like a through a dimensional like gate. We're able to communicate, but audio only. So I can sort of see the Crosshair's aura, but not them. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's plops technology.
Plops technology. I like plops. Anyway. So, what are we on? What are we doing here today? Today, as you can see behind me, we are going to be taking a cruise that definitely will not be doomed in any sense of the term. I guarantee it. I'll hop into the game momentarily so we can explore it, but today on Doomed, the Crosshair and I are going to be playing two-handed, as opposed to usual. We are going to be playing a side scenario of Arkham Horror the card game, fan-made by a podcast called the Mythos Busters, har har har, called Consternation on the Constellation. And that just tickles my fancy for so many reasons. Everyone's talking about double-fisted cruising, which, I mean, I think I'm just going to leave that there, leave it on the floor, you know? I think that's what I'm going to do.
Gonna leave it also.
As always, folks, you're just gonna let it sit there. Thank you. Pick it up. Pick up my double-fisted cruising. So, as always, let me know, of course, if there are gonna. Oh, I see. We're gonna leave it in the. Okay, I see. As always, let us know if there's any sort of audio things or if my visuals look like ass again. And I think we're just about ready to get into it. Crosshair, is there anything to say before we jump in and explain the scenario and stuff?
No. Have fun. Draw well.
Try not to die. We'll be talking through the scenario. I won't be doing a play-by-play of how the game works, but if you have questions, feel free to ask. And Crosshair and I are going to be explaining a bit about who we're playing. Here we go. Let's get doomed. Click. Oh my goodness. Crosshair, look at this. This is so cute. Did you do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aww. Look at this. We are so dead. So charming. Welcome, everybody, to Arkham Horror, the Arkham Horror, the Super Complete Edition mod for the tabletop simulator, which is now, of course, defunct. Very disappointingly. We are playing Consternation on the Constellation. As I mentioned before, that is a scenario created by the hosts of the Mythos Busters podcast. A wonderful podcast, my second favorite. Take that, Mythos Busters. Arkham podcast, which is pretty fab. So, I think we'll explain the scenario in a moment, but suffice it to say to start that we're on a cruise. Crosshair, do you want to jump in and tell us a little bit about who you're playing and why they might be on a cruise?
Oh yeah. This is a very fine cruise. Top of the class, highest of class people, and I'll be tonight. I'll be playing Jenny, or Jenny Barnes, the dilettante. She's a woman who likes all the finer things in life, like champagne and diamonds and all the rich things. So she came to the cruise through an invitation because she thought that there might be some business contacts, and she knows Preston from earlier in her life, and there might be some gambling on the boat also, so that's always fun.
And she's a gambler too, is she?
Yeah.
I get the sense
Most
that
certainly.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I get the sense that might be something the two of them have in common as well. Um,
Yeah,
enjoys the finer
might
things
have
in life.
met,
Go ahead, sorry, Crosshair.
might have even met at a gambling table.
It's entirely possible. Um, yeah, I mean, enjoys the finer things in life. Jenny has a sweet hat and sweet guns. Um, bam. I don't know what more you can ask for, honestly. This person is very cool. I should mention, just because I think it's an interesting point, this is one of the I haven't yet played the game in a lot of detail, but Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace just came out, the video game. One of the investigators is Jenny Barnes, voiced by Amber Goldfarb of LARP's The Series fame, which is very fun.
Oh, that's very fitting.
It is. Also, when I look at her face, I can see it. You know, it's a good
Yeah,
match for me. Jenny is a drifter. 8 health, 7 sanity. She's got threes across the board, and she loves the finer things in life. Collects an additional
yeah.
resource during the upkeep phase. Money,
Money, money, money.
money, money. Um, and of course, well, not accompanying her, but also along for a ride on the cruise is Preston Fairmont, the millionaire. Um, I think Crosshair already kind of mentioned it, and it's a good point, I think. He's more old money than new money. Uh, his money is definitely from his family inheritance, and he's not a self-made man in the same way. But he definitely enjoys spending this money on the finer things in life as well, treating himself to cruises, the gambling table. I wonder whether he's here not for business opportunities so much so as the gambling and the enjoyment, and then if business happens to come his way, maybe he'll take it. That's kind of the sense I get. What can I say as well here? Preston has ones in all of his stats. Yikes. However, anytime I gain resources from card effects, they go on family inheritance, um, which I'll just briefly mention is an asset that says every turn get 4 resources, and they all disappear at the end of the turn. So you can take them, or you can just kind of let it ride. You can use them if you want or not. He always has money coming to him. Uh, whereas I think Jenny's like a bit more active in how she kind of collects resources. I get the sense.
Yeah, let's say it, acquiring assets.
Acquiring. I love it. Mm. Okay. Well, I mean, that's us. So we're here on the Constellation. And I think we're just about ready to get into it. We'll read the intro and then the agenda and the act. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. So this is the setup. Get your ticket now for a cruise on the high seas aboard the Constellation. Okay, whatever. Standalone mode, it's fine. Ah, Kung Fu Fenris. Yes, welcome. It is Consternation on the Constellation. Whoa. We'll be finding out what that means right now. So, I'll just read the introduction. Perfect, Crosshair. 2 rich folks on a cruise. I agree. Join me on the other side of the sea. All your questions will find answers beyond the deep. You stare one more time at the cryptic note that sits on your table alongside a brand new set of first-class tickets offering passage aboard the SS Constellation, a luxury ocean liner sailing from Boston to London in a few days' time. The unmarked envelope had arrived just yesterday, promising a welcome solution to a vexing affair. In the past few weeks, several collections of esoteric artifacts in Arkham have been ransacked, culminating in the murder of an employee of the Miskatonic Historical Society. Your contacts have informed you that similar burglaries have taken place in Boston, Innsmouth, Innsmouth, and New York. Strangely, nothing has been reported missing as yet, except for a few records and books. What else? What could these people be looking for? You have a growing fear that it is something dastardly indeed. With leads running dry, hopping aboard an ocean liner in response to a note from an unknown sender seems only one step above a wild goose chase, but it's the best chance you may get. With that in mind, you grab the tickets and head out the door. Now, I want to ask Crosshair, just in terms of our story here, do you feel like we've both had, like, we're both investigating independently and we each got tickets, or like did one person get tickets and the other person's doing the investigation? Like, how do you think this happened? How do you think it went down?
I think Preston got the tickets, and this is his like reason for it, and he kind of dragged Jenny along with the promise of a luxury cruise.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah, come along. No, it's going to be fun. Look, I may need some muscle for something or other, but don't worry about it. Like, it's going to be fine. Because Jenny may not look like muscle, but she absolutely is.
Oh yeah.
Preston and Jenny. Yeah, Kung Fu Fenris, I just want to point out here. Preston Fairmont, the millionaire. I'm just giving you a little visual here. Nice little Howard Stark image here. And Jenny Barnes, the dilettante. Okay, that's our intro. Setup is based on the number of players in the game. If there are exactly 2 players, remove 1 copy of Taking on Water from the game. I think that's in the set aside section. No, it's not. It's in the encounter deck. I clearly read these before.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's Taking on Water. Is that? I don't know where that is. Well, I suppose we'll find out.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
remove it when it comes up.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Roid Rage Jenny. Well, she got guns. I mean, we assume she has guns. Setup.
No idea.
Oh boy. I'm just looking at the setup just to make sure I haven't got anything else missing, but I think we should be good. Shuffle the 5. Set the 5 crate of good assets aside. Shuffle the Tablet of Dagon and 2 other random crates together. All 3 of them should be showing their unrevealed side. And then, do we know where they go? No, we don't. Okay, so here's the crates of goods, and the... no, that's Sinking Ship. That's something else. Oh, no, I found it. I found the Taking on Water. I found it, Crosshair. But they're going back into set aside for now.
Okay.
And I'm just going to make sure these are all... Okay. Sorry, folks. I actually thought I had done the thing beforehand. Whoops. Don't mind me. Just looking through things here. Nothing to see here, folks. 1, 2. So we're making a little pile of crates of goods. And then I'm moving the rest of them aside. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. All right, that's setup done here. That's setup and locations. Okay, agenda and act. Oh, I'm so excited. Agenda 1A. Captured. You were awoken from your slumber. Okay, so clearly, hang on. So clearly we've already had a night on the ship, carousing, gambling, possibly making connections, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Lots of drinking.
Lots of drinking, definitely, so we're maybe not feeling super good right now. You were awoken from your slumber by screams in the night, only to find that the ship had been taken over by hooded figures. You now find yourself trapped in a dank corner of the cargo room, guarded by a member of the cult. This particular brute stands nearly 6.5 feet tall and watches you with wary eyes. Each copy of Order Enforcer gets +2 health, +1 per investigator, and gains Aloof and Elite. So Elite just means you can't do certain things to it, and Aloof means that it doesn't automatically engage, it's just standing there. It also means you can't fight it unless you engage it, for now. Investigators cannot play item assets or leave the cargo room. Straight up. Okay, so we're trapped in the cargo room. I should put my little dude there. We're in the cargo room for now. Let's have a look at the Order Enforcer. 3 fight, 4 health now, 3 evade. Preys on the most clues. Hunter and Retaliate.
And elite. And aloof.
And elite. And aloof. Yeah, exactly. Even cults need muscle. When the Order Enforcer attacks you, discard a non-story item asset you control to reduce the damage by 1. So I guess you can throw him one of your things, and he hits you less.
Yeah.
If you want that. But we also can't play items.
He's stern but fair.
Stern but fair. He's like, I'll punch you, but I'll take one of your things instead. Act 1A. Think fast! You need to find a way out of this predicament before the cultists decide upon a more permanent solution for you. The Order Enforcer gains Action, Parlay, Test Intellect 3 to trick the big lug. If you succeed, an investigator at your location may place one of their clues on him. Sorry, one of his or her clues on him. If there are two clues on him, discard him. If there are no enemies in play, advance. So we have to find a way to deal with this guy. Test Intellect 3 to trick him. If you succeed, someone with a clue can place a clue on him. And then if there are two clues on him, discard him. Okay, so we need clues and we need to discard the dude.
I'm assuming when we start that the cargo room will have clues.
I sure hope so. It'd be pretty bad if there were no clues there. I think that's it. We're trapped in a room. The two Richies are two rich people are trapped in the cargo room with this order enforcer who's just standing there watching. We don't know.
And we probably go with permanents also that people know.
Ooh, yes, of course. That's a good point, Crosshair. I'm just adjusting my brightness a little bit here, but I'll focus on you for a moment, Crosshair. Why don't you tell people what you've got going on?
Yeah, so just like Preston, we both have another day, another dollar permanent, which gives us 2 additional resources at the start of the game, because we are both rich.
So we each start with 7 resources, which is, nice. I mean, it's not insubstantial. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And while I have Streetwise, which gives me some boosts for stuff, like 3 books for a skill test, which might come in handy in a parlay situation. Preston has charisma, so he can have a good big old entourage.
Charisma is an interest. I mean, just for those who are curious about the game, charisma came out quite early in the game's history, and it just says you can have 2 allies at the same time, which is, from a role-playing perspective, not everybody would be charismatic enough to do that. But from a mechanics perspective, it's really good. Multiple allies is always a good thing. So, unless you're building a deck that relies on not having any or whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Leo might get charisma at some point.
Ooh, oh, so charismatic. I like it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea, actually, because then you could take unique allies with him.
Yeah, because 3 allies isn't enough.
You need the dog. You need the cop. You need, what's his name? Mitch. You need someone else. Oh my god. Shall we?
We shall.
Let's do it. We're going to draw our opening hands. We each draw 5. Weaknesses you don't have to keep. Sorry, you mustn't keep your weaknesses specifically, like one of these for me, which I'll put face down. And then beyond that, you can also mulligan up to 5, really. So I'm going to take that opportunity. I don't need all of these. I do like all of these, though, so I'm going to keep those.
I'm going to throw 1 away.
Okie dokie.
And draw another. No, I don't want that one.
I don't want it. That's funny.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay, all right. I wish I'm planning my first turn, and I wish it would be I wish it was going to be more effective, but it's fine. We'll figure it out here. Okay, let's get to it. Oh yeah, so let's have a look in the cargo room. The large room contains stacks of boxes, crates, and assorted luggage. There is also an access door that leads outside to the surging water, which is out here. There is open water, although we're not allowed to leave the cargo room for now.
Yeah, the big brute is watching us.
Exactly.
Not closely, but
he's like,
still watching.
Just watching. I'm gonna flip this over. Oh, it doesn't place clues, and that's annoying. That's fine. I'll put them on there. Whoop. There we go. So, test Intellect 0 to search the top X cards of your deck for an item and add it to your hand. X is the amount you succeeded by. Shuffle your deck once per turn. So we can, I guess you can look for stuff here. It also has 2 clues. Yeah,
I think they took all our stuff.
Right, because we can't play items. Oh, we can't play items. Sorry. Oh, shoot. I didn't. Oh, boy. That's fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, Crosshair. It's fine. We'll be
I think you can still mulligan if you didn't.
no, I do want to keep this because I feel like it's going to be useful. So I'm just I won't play it this first turn. Uh,
Okay.
is it you or is it me? Do you think? Where do we want to start?
Uh, well, I think I have the best chance in seducing or convincing this brute. So if you want
Seducing.
to try and get those clues, then I'm good with it.
Okay. I don't. I wonder if I'm going to be able to this turn. Um, I don't feel particularly. Well, you know what? Yes, I feel like I can try to get some of these clues. At least one of them. What? What's wrong with my
Oh,
setup? Hey, what's wrong with my setup, Kung Fu Fenders? It's fine. Everything's fine.
oh,
All
I
right.
had one question. What does
Yes.
innate mean?
It is a trait, I believe, on certain cards. It's the various skill cards have traits that just kind of like identify them thematically. There are certain survivor cards that say like return innate skills to your hand or whatever, but I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it's
right,
just a
right,
trait.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, okay. Well, my turn is going to begin then. I'm going to remember to do this every turn. Preston gets 4 resources on his family inheritance.
Ah, true, true.
Woo! So that's money. So,
Just finds it in the cargo bay.
well, so this is the thing. Um, Preston finds himself, at this like tied up basically uh, in the cargo hold of the ship. He has no idea what to expect. He looks into things that happen in Arkham, but like he's not a fighter or a really. He's somewhat charming, but he's just not very good at most things. He's not very perceptive. Um, but so as he's looking around, he sees Jenny is down there. Phew, she'll be able to help at least a little bit. And he sees this
And not happy.
not happy. Uh, she's well, and then this brute is watching them. He's able to very discreetly feel in his pocket, uh, and he notices that in there he still has a wad of cash. Now, who's to say that this brute might not be persuaded by a little bit of green, right? So
Yeah.
my first action is going to be, the fact that he still has money on him uh, from the night before tells him that he must have won at the game. So I'm gonna gain 7 resources. So stupid. Um, so that's action 1. Action 2, I'm gonna pull them all off family inheritance. So that's 11, if I'm not mistaken. Just incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if this were a regular game, like if this were real cards, I would be able to just tip them into a big pile, which would be very satisfying. But I don't have that. So second action, I can take my money from family inheritance. So again, he's got this huge stack of things in his pocket. My third action, I'm going to investigate here. However, instead of... Ooh, wait. Let me think about this. No, I'm not. Who says money does not beget money? And I mean, it's a good point, Kung Fu Fenris. Um, I thought I was going to be able to maybe grab this clue Crosshair, but not quite yet, unfortunately. So
Yeah, it's all cool.
instead, um, I know I'm going to put this over here. Instead, Preston is well connected, which he's trying to remember whether he's seen this person before, whether he might be able to like, sweet talk him a little bit using the connections that he has, get this guy something that he needs. But unfortunately, I'm out of action, so I won't be able to do that just yet. That's my turn.
Yeah, Jenny's tied up also. Well, like Preston, but she's shooting daggers at Preston because Preston told her that this is gonna be a fun cruise with gambling and drinking, and then this happens
Wait, it was.
because
It was a fun cruise with gambling and drinking for one night, anyway.
yeah, and this always happens. But Jenny's been in tougher situations. So first up, she's gonna remember
Ooh.
all the other times that she's been in trouble. Like, she's pretty cunning, and Preston knows this.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when she notices that Preston is checking his wallet with all the big cash, she gets kind of like, no, you're just flaunting your cash all around. Well, I can do that too.
I can do that too.
And just shows her like pearl necklace and all fancy rings. Like, yeah, I know you're rich too.
Yeah.
But that means
Mhm.
that cunning gives me 2 and 2.
It does. I realize Crosshair. Sorry, I wasn't actually. I didn't look at the card right away. It is a skill card, so it'll only apply to one test. Like you're gonna put it into a test. It's not an asset, if that makes sense, right?
Right.
But
So I'm not gonna use it at this moment, but I'm still gonna
well, when
play
you
the
oh yeah, for sure.
yeah when I do.
And I have a feeling like we're gonna need that pretty soon. So you know.
Yeah, that doesn't really change anything. So I'm just not gonna play the cunning at the moment,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna try and look around for a piece of glass or something to cut the ropes off. So
That would be really good.
investigate. It's 0 on 3.
Oh, hang on. Is it a three shroud location?
No, it's a 3 on 3.
Yeah, the other thing says you can go hunt for
Oh
assets
yeah,
and armor items.
that's the thing. Yeah. So it's 3 on 3, but actually I'm just gonna try 3 on 3.
Why not, right? You never know.
Yeah.
Get super lucky like you do. Hey,
Yeah.
look
So
at
that's
this.
13 on 3.
It just like I don't know. Do your what happened? What happens to to everything? It's just
Yeah, Jenny
incredible.
just looks around for stuff
So
and
lucky.
notices that, well, actually, the ropes aren't actually tied. So they're just like put on her wrists.
They're just
Like
loosely draped.
yeah.
I love
So
it.
now that she's free, she's just gonna stand up and look at this brute like, hey, can we have a small chat?
Mm-hmm.
And just like, I noticed that you haven't really tied me up, so I think you know that I'm no trouble at all. And you can just like let me go, perhaps, and well, maybe my friend here also.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Preston chimes in. Let us go. Let us go. Just from his play, he's struggling against his own ropes on the floor, weakly.
yeah, we're just stupid rich people, and we just want to go home. We're no trouble.
No trouble at all.
So I'm gonna attempt a parlay action.
Mhm.
What would that actually be? So it's a 3 on 3 again.
3 on 3.
So for this one, I'm actually gonna use Streetwise is reactionary, so I can just use it anytime, right?
Yeah, you have to. I think you have to use it before you draw the chaos token, which makes sense. But like, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just use my Streetwise like this. guy isn't so smart,
She's
and
so charming.
maybe just my dress is so fancy that he'll have to let us go. So that's a 6 on 3.
Oh,
Ooh.
skulls, which are, I don't remember. Let's have a look.
Uh, Nothing. -2.
-2.
So that's a success.
All right. He
So
seems.
one. Yeah, he seems not quite like up for letting just people go, but
He's not moving to
also not.
like put you back in your place either.
Yeah.
I need to bid a hello to Peace Glardicus. Welcome to Doomed. Today we're playing.
Hello.
Hello, we have the Crosshair here. Sorry, Crosshair, I spoke over you there. Um, Today we're playing a side scenario, Consternation on the Constellation. In celebration of a holiday weekend, two rich people are on a boat. So, yep, boom, two rich folks on a cruise. It's so far nothing. We've got a brute here. We can't use items, but see how it goes. Okie dokie. So in the enemy phase, the Order Enforcer is still aloof, so nothing happens. He just kind of glowers at us, I guess. Which moves us.
Yeah, talking with Jenny.
Yeah, just chatting with Jenny, which moves us into upkeep. We draw a card and gain a resource. Of course, Jenny gains 2.
Gains 2.
Love it.
And I go back to 10.
Okay. Yeah, Sklardicus, I should just mention, this is created by the Mythos Busters podcast a couple years back now. I heard a playthrough of it once, but I don't really remember. It's pretty cool. Like, I know fan-made scenarios can really be up and down in terms of content, but I mean, so far so good, right? Okay. I won't say what I drew here. Okay, let's go to the Mythos phase, and I guess here's the fun part, right, Crosshair?
Yeah.
All right, we're at
Don't
1.
draw an enemy.
No, please do not. We're at 1 out of 2 Doom, so something is going to happen, I'm sure, very shortly. I'll draw my encounter card, and then you'll draw yours. Oh. Preston.
Can I see
it? Yeah, Preston is, you know, as he's like sort of watching Jenny try to deal with this, he glances briefly behind him out the port window, and the churning ocean is there, and he just, at the way the light's hitting it, it's clear that it goes down for miles and miles, and somehow, not somehow, he realizes that he is terrified. I'm testing Will 2. For every point I fail by, I have to take a horror. I mean, I guess that's just gonna be that then. I'm gonna test. Yeah, I'm gonna test. I'm gonna test Will 2. Here we go. Okay. Well, I have 1 Will, and I drew a 0, so I'll take 1 horror. Already, he's a little spooked by this, but he's back. He's back where he needs to be. And he's ready to get out of here. That's me, Hare.
Okay. Yeah, I had a bit of a internet hiccup there, but all good.
Oh, okay. He's back. We're back. I took a horror from my card, but not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. Jenny just looks at Preston. Oh yeah, I forgot he hates the sea.
Oh, so hold up. I think I.
Oh god damn
I was
it.
just gonna say, quick, save the game.
Yeah, save the game.
Quick,
I'm
save the game. I'm just saving this just in case we lose the crosshair in a moment, folks. In the meantime, what can I say in the meantime? In the meantime, I'll just ask how chat's doing. I'm really enjoying these Saturday Eve doomed or twoomed scenarios. It's a lot of fun. We should be, hopefully as of next week, and maybe a little bit beyond that, we should be returning to the Forgotten Age with Ursula and Leo, and we'll see beyond that. Skardicus isn't going to stick around due to spoilers, but I do wish you all a very grisly death at the hands of an unknowable thalassic horror. Thalassic is an excellent word. I know I just drew thalassophobia, but thank you. Fabulous. Sklaricus, enjoy your evening. Crosshair, welcome back. Excellent.
Yeah.
I just want to say Peace Glardicus, I cannot wait. If you are who I think you are, can't wait for some more Netrunner in the near future. Enjoy your eve. You're back, Crosshair. Excellent.
Alrighty, let's see what happens to Jenny.
Kill.
Place 1, 2, well, Jenny
Well,
can hear the chanting from above in all of the ship. Like, she just knows that there's cultists everywhere again. This is the Rite of the Deep, a hex. So we place 1 doom on the nearest cultist. Then if you are at the same location as an enemy that has doom on it, take 2 horror. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search encounter, take body, blah, blah. So basically I take 2 horror.
Straight up. And we put a doom on the dude. Oh yeah, go for it.
So yeah, Jenny just hears the chanting and suddenly has this feeling like, oh crap, I'm in trouble, and is a bit fearful of the situation.
I realize immediately that this scenario is going to test our horror in a way that we do not have the tools to deal with, and I am super excited for these rich people to go insane. It's just ridiculous. Well, back to the investigation phase. I'm just wondering if I want you to start. I might. I feel like I can help. I'm not sure how much I can help.
I think I might be able to handle this.
Cool. I can definitely do something. So, but why Jenny's in the middle of talking to the guy already. So if you go for it, then I'll see if I can help after that.
Yeah, Jenny just looks around the cargo room at like something, anything that could convince this brute. So she's just gonna search for clues, and I'm actually going to spend 2 resources on this. No, other way.
Other way.
So that's gonna be a 3 on 6 again.
Okay.
Searching for a clue.
Jenny's looking around. Find something without too much trouble, apparently.
Yeah, she notices that the door to the cargo room is also open, so she's like, okay, these guys can tie up ropes and they can close doors or anything. And she just puts a hand on the brute's shoulder like, oh yeah, let's just take that one. Hand on the shoulder and like, oh, I see that you really don't want to be here, like, you don't really care about us two, we are just basically meat for the sharks if that happens to happen, and the door is already open, you didn't even tie us up. Do you really want to work here, actually? I'm just gonna try and parlay, and I'm actually gonna spend 2 more resources.
Streetwise, baby.
Yeah, just gonna... It's gonna be a 6 on 3 again.
Bam.
And that's a 0.
Look at that.
So with that really convincing, the brute just looks at Jenny, looks at Preston, and just, fuck this job. Just walks away.
Yep. You know, Preston raises an eyebrow like, if we don't tell, you won't tell, but he's already gone.
Yeah.
So he gets discarded. I'm just going to toss that. And then the act says, if there are no enemies in play, advance. So I'm going to do that. You still have an action left before my turn as well. Act 1B, escape. With the muscle taken care of. Fuck this job. Just walks away. You now find the way to the rest of the ship clear. Although you don't know exactly what the cultists who have taken control of the ship are up to, you are certain that they must be stopped. Put each set-aside location except lifeboat into play. Attach a random copy of Crate of Goods to deck, lounge, and theater, passenger cabins, and sun deck. Advance the agenda to A and remove all doom. Okay, so I'm going to I'm gonna hit place Crosshair, and we're gonna see if this works. Okay? Bam!
Okay.
Yes! Look at that!
Wonderful.
Wow. Absolutely horrible. Look at all these locations. Yikes. Alright, so it wants me to put a crate of goods in the deck lounge and theater, the passenger cabins, and the sun deck. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So these crates of goods, one of them is something specific and the other two are random. We don't know what they are. Each of them say test. Oh, actually, I think they all say the same thing. Yeah. Test intellect or agility 3. Those are good stats. To sift through the contents of the crate. If you succeed, an investigator at your location may place a clue on it. Then, if there are 2 clues on it, flip it over and draw it. So,
Yeah.
same
Good.
kind of thing as the guy that we just dealt with. But we get a thing, a crate of items. Which is pretty exciting. All right, so I'm going to read Agenda 2A and Act 2A, and then I'll be back, Crosshair. It'll be your action after this.
Yeah.
Agenda 2A, search the ship. The cultists rush through the ship in a frenzy, ransacking everything in sight. Clearly, they're searching for something, and whatever it is must be extremely valuable to them. Forced, at the end of the enemy phase, place a doom on each crate of goods for each ready cultist enemy at its location. Okay, so each crate gets a doom on it if there's a ready cultist enemy at its location. But when we draw the crate of goods, it loses its doom. So we should focus on getting the crates, I guess. Act 2A, find it first. So this is you, Crosshair, or this is Jenny rather. From eavesdropping on the cultists, you hear one name repeated over and over: Legrasse. The cultists seem Legrasse. The cultists seem to be searching for a certain item that a person named Legrasse is transporting. You must search through the cargo marked with his name to find it first. Objective: when you take control of the Tablet of Dagon, advance. That's one of these crates for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Well, there's a lot happening here. I'll just make sure. Yeah, all of the the connections are marked here on the map, so there's different levels to the ship. We're currently in the lowest deck, and then one deck up there's some stuff, and then another deck up there's more stuff. Thanks for that very long interlude. Back to you.
Yeah. Just as Jenny is like untying Preston, man in a white suit walks through the basement door like,
Hmm?
"Oh, Jenny, you seem to be in trouble again."
Oh.
Yeah, Dario is one of the other people who joined the cruise with Jenny. He's an old, let's call it friend, who helps Jenny around with certain issues, if we can call them.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, Dario is quite the interesting looking fellow. He has this way of him.
I like his little creepy smile. You know, he's the unscrupulous investor. Yeah.
Yeah, and the cane and like, "I'll help you."
Yeah. If you help me.
Yeah, but it's a way to get more resources, and if Jenny has 10 or more resources, I also get a brain and a book.
So that's obviously useful defensively speaking, but also intellect. He'll help us search for the tablet, which feels of Dagon or whatever, whatever it is that we're actually looking for.
Dario seems like, well, if there's something in it for me, I'll help you too. So.
Exactly. All right. Well, okay. So Dario's there with Jenny. Preston's standing up. He's rubbing his wrists. He's like, "Oh, ow! What happened?" But of course, sorry. First and foremost, when my turn begins, I get money on family investments, or whatever it's called, family. Oh yes, thank you. I was.
Oh yeah, you had.
I don't
Yeah.
know why I have extra over there. Let's put it all in the same place, shall we? Um, his inheritance is still intact. Um, Preston knows that, cult or no cult, there's going to be people on the ship that will um, there's going to be people on the ship that he's going to need to talk to, perhaps even persuade to do things. He's charismatic. He's quite the charmer, even if he's not terribly, if he's a little bumbling at things. So the very first thing he's going to do, of course, is put down and pull on his fine clothes, his tux from last night. I mean, his some of his clothes are discarded in the corner. He already looks quite nice, but the black tie affair that he's wearing now is really helping him stand out here. Um, the second thing he's going to do is leave. I'm not running away this time, Crosshair, too much.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
he wants to make sure that it's nothing against Dario and Jenny, of course. It's not about that, but he wants to make sure that if they're hunting for something, he needs to go hunting right away. He's what can I say about our good friend? Um, Preston is a go-getter, even if he's not necessarily the best at go-getting. The engine room
Yeah.
should normally be a noisy place, but it is eerily quiet. The cult is perhaps interested in keeping the ship at precisely this location. The engine room is a 4-shroud location with 2 clues. If there are no clues on it, it gains action. Discard cards from your hand with a total of 1 book, 1 combat, and 1 agility icon to seal the -6. Add a Elder Thing token to the Chaos bag. Remember that you restarted the engine. Victory 1. Now, I'll be honest with you, Crosshair, I do not have those icons in my hand, but this does seem like something we're going to want to do at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
There are cultists all around the ship, but there's also, the usual kind of people who were on the ship. Like, no one's been tossed overboard that we've seen so far. So there's still people around, passengers, crew members. There's a couple crew members in the engine room, and Preston's going to approach them and put on his best, oh, I don't know what's going on face, and see if he can try to get some information out of them. So I'm going to investigate this room. It has 4 shrouds, so I'm not going to succeed, but we're going to try anyway. I have 20 resources, so I get +4 because I'm well connected. People recognize him. So I have 4 versus. Sorry, I have 5 book versus 4. Hiya! Oh, it's fine. So close, but I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now, because nothing bad happens. And that brings us to the end of my turn.
Yeah, just clear out the family.
Clear out the family. Oh, the inheritance. Yes, thank you.
Family inheritance.
Oh,
Yeah.
I lose all my money on the inheritance, but I get it back every turn. In the enemy phase, of course, there are no enemies, so we'd move straight into upkeep, where we can ready all of our cards if we have them. We can draw a card and gain 1 or 2 resources.
2.
You don't get to choose, Crosshair, okay? You get the most money. Ooh, that's good.
Oh yeah, I forgot to draw last turn.
Oh,
I think.
Well, given that there are weaknesses in your deck, I would say I'll give you the option of drawing another one right now if you want. Ooh.
Yeah, I just think that is it a forced draw?
It is, yes. I did check that. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, then I have to.
There's
all good.
Yeah, okay, that's good then. There's someone else I sort of was talking to the other day, and because you reshuffle your deck when you run out of cards, but you take a horror, so they were like, "Oh, well, I'm just not going to draw." And I was like, "Well, no, you you can't avoid it. You have to do it." So that makes sense. Okay, Jenny's here with Dario. Preston's in here talking to people in the engine room. Let's go. 1 doom out of 12. I sure hope I can find you some clues, bud. In the engine room. Oh, no. Preston... Okay, this is... I'll explain what's happening in a moment. This is the Sea Singer. a 4/2/2, occultist, aloof. Seal the +1 or the elder sign. Oh, sorry, Crosshair. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, all good.
While Sea Singer has a sealed token, Sea Singer has a sealed token, the token is treated as if it were doom for the purposes of the threshold. A strange chanting like the crashing of waves emerges from the hooded figure. Well, that's annoying. To seal a token means to take it out of the chaos bag and put it on that person. Oh, wow. Yeah, I will. So I'm going to do that. So now the +1 cannot be drawn from the bag. I'm choosing to do this instead of the Elder Sign because the Elder Sign is better for both of us. So,
Yeah.
you know. It is aloof, so it's not going to hit me. Also, I'm not going to have a good chance attacking it right now anyway, but I have a hope that I can do something about this eventually. Yeah.
I think I can do about it
Oh, yeah?
next turn even.
There's this horrible chanting sound coming from down the hall in the engine room, and Preston's turning towards it while kind of huddling behind the people there. Go for it, Crosshair. It's all you.
Oh, cool. Well, first Jenny and
Oh,
Dario
yeah.
look at it.
Sorry, I meant the.
Oh, no,
you need one of those bad boys. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because
I
it might
always
change things
forget.
anyway, right?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a moment to read this, but Jenny just notices this sea that Preston noticed earlier.
The ocean.
Based on her earlier fears and Preston's reaction to the ocean, and she's like, yeah, we really don't want to go there. I prefer to stay on this ship.
Cultists or no cultists, we gotta stay on the ship. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a test 3. A brain. What's that?
Willpower.
Yeah, willpower. If you fail, take 1 damage. Then attach an ally asset you control to open water.
Son of a.
You lose control of this asset. That ally gains action, take control of this card if you are at open water. So if I fail, or is it because there's you take damage and then, so it happens anyway?
I feel like it would be if you fail, take a damage, then attach an ally. I realize there's a period between those two things, but that's how I would choose to read it. It's all part of the fail text.
Yeah. So it would be a 3-on-3.
Oh boy. Dario.
And I...
Well, things aren't looking good for our hero here.
Yeah, Jenny is just looks at Dario like, you know what? We've been to worse situations, and I'm just gonna commit. Watch this.
And she pushes him out the window. No, I'm kidding. That would be great.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend 3 resources.
Okay, you have to succeed by 1 or more. This is going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this.
It's gonna be a 3 on the Ocean Maw, 4 on me, and yeah.
All right.
I can't do anything else, so
incredible.
Here goes. -2.
-2.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
So Dario just
Dario.
is just gonna go. I'm gonna go check out the open water. I didn't find that quite impressive.
What? What do you mean you didn't find it impressive? Dario, where are you going?
Yeah, because Jenny was like, watch this. I can just uh, sing a little song to the ocean and start singing something from a Disney film and like, oh, I'm out of here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I
Alright.
take 1 damage and lose those 3 assets. Oh
Right.
well.
Well, you can go get them back, right? Because he has an action that says, like, because of that card, if you go to open water, you can take him back with an action. Is I think what the card
Yeah,
kind of implies.
yeah.
If you want to, I don't know what open water is. I mean, it's probably not good,
Yeah.
but you never know.
We'll see when it's my turn.
Yes, indeed. Um, I'll jump in then to start us off, unless you have something that you feel like would be good to do first.
Yeah, my plan went out the window to the sea.
Ah, it sure did. I actually do not doubt that in the slightest. Um, the very first thing that's going to happen, uh, um, Preston is still trying to sort of interrogate these workers with the strange singing creature down the hall. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, but the cultist's voice is just so, you know, it's just so disconcerting. Um, but another voice overpowers it briefly. It's the sound of a man with a voice like purring butter. It's Leo DeLuca, the Louisiana Lion, who shows up.
Yo.
Leo! Uh, Preston and Leo had a wonderful night last night, fleecing people in cards. I mean, Leo was doing the fleecing. It's whoops, I have to fix this. There we go. Leo was doing the fleecing, but it's Preston was benefiting from it because he invested the capital. Uh, because what's going on back here, cats? There's some cat action happening here. With Leo in play, I can take an additional action every turn, which feels pretty good. I am going to use my new action. I definitely want to try to get this clue eventually, but I'm going to start by drawing because I feel like that's useful. I'm going to draw a card. Okay. And then, yeah. 4 on 4. I'm just never going to be able to get clues. I mean, yet, anyway. This guy's aloof, so I'm okay to leave it for now. I think Preston's going to head up, because I feel like there's more useful things happening, and hopefully places that he can actually investigate, you know? He's going to head up to the galley. The galley is the area where food is prepared. You can hear muffled screams and shouting coming from somewhere inside. Why didn't I read that first? This is a different Preston, hearing these screams and shouts, thinks to himself, like, oh, good, someone I can rescue. Someone who can help me. The sounds of distress are coming from the large refrigerated compartment. This is a 3-shroud, 2-clue location. It says, if there are no clues on the galley, test combat or agility 3. If you succeed, you have freed crew members. Seal the -4. Add a cultist token to this chaos bag. Interesting. Okay. Well, while I'm here, Preston's going to use some of the connections that he's made in the one night that he's been here to see if he can locate any keys, maybe to the galley kitchen, see if he can figure out where they're kept. I have 1 intellect plus 3 from my well-connected, so I have 4 versus 3, and I'll try it. Fantastic. A single clue, Crosshair. We've done it.
More than nothing.
More than nothing. Back to you.
Okay, Jenny just looks at Dario leaving and my singing isn't that bad, and just walks after him. Like, get back here. So Jenny is gonna go to the open waters.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to stay afloat in the cold ocean waters would be bad enough. Sharing those waters with hungry predators is even worse. Whoopee!
Whoop.
Oh. Okay, so open water is a 6 shroud 0 clue location. And forced. When you would move to a connecting location, test 2 agility or test 2 strength, you may spend any number of additional actions. Reduce the difficulty of this test by 1 for each additional action spent. If you fail, cancel the move. At the end of your turn, if you are in open water, you must either take 2 damage or discard a non-story item asset you control.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Ay.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So, what was the... Yeah, I'm just gonna put this here because...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, it's just an action.
Okay. Dario, get back in here, you dummy. What are you doing? What are you doing out there? Oh, this water's really wet. I don't know. He's not that silly, probably.
Jenny just looks at Dario like, God damn it, get back inside. It's cold out here and I really don't want to be this close to the water.
Yeah, we have investigating to do, Dario. What are you doing?
Yeah. And then I guess Jenny is gonna try to leave.
Yeah.
So that's a test on 3 on 2, and
Okay.
I don't really have...
Oh, it's true. Oh, God.
Nah, I'm gonna risk it.
All right.
Yeah.
We'd like a good risk. Hey! We love to see it. That's
Well,
nice.
it's only a +1, but it'll do.
I mean, yeah, it's better than nothing, right? Oh,
And
get
Jenny
me out
just
of there.
leaves the open water like, nope. Closes the hatch door like, no.
We're not going back out there, Dario. Not going back out there. The sea singer continues to sing in the enemy phase, but there are no other enemies, so, you know, things are okay for now. Let's move into upkeep. Do the upkeep thing. I now have 4 actions. Hooray. It's less useful. Oh, and I don't get my well connected comes back. Okie dokie.
Here we go.
Here we go. Mythos phase. So there's now 3 Doom, 2 on the agenda and 1 on the Sea Singer because it has the +1 sealed on it. Which, you know, less good, but hopefully we can deal with that eventually. That's okay. It's 3 out of 12 isn't bad.
Oh yeah, and the crates didn't have any cultist enemies. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
So that's okay, for sure.
But what happens next is nuts.
Is probably not. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna draw a card. Sealed doors, a classic, attached to your location. Okie dokie. While sealed doors is attached to your location, you cannot enter or leave that location except by scenario card effects. So you can't leave or enter unless you're pushed in, I guess. Test combat 4. If you succeed, discard it. You may take 2 damage to automatically succeed. Investigators at a connecting location may trigger this ability.
Cool.
Now, unfortunately, the only way up is through the galley, so now that the doors have been sealed by some horrible cultist monster, we now have to get them free, which I guess I'm probably going to try to do for us. But that's my Mythos card.
Yeah. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
Oh.
He's back.
He's back, and he's no longer aloof.
When Jenny closes the hatch door, like, oh, no, none of that. She notices the order enforcer that left before, like, come back with this look in his eye, like, you cheat me, now I kill you.
Oh no.
Is the order enforcer engaged to me?
You drew him, so yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's also not, he's no longer aloof. But he's also no longer has 4 health, so You know.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, little things, little things. That's interesting. Okay, so that's us then. I mean, thoughts, feelings. Do you wanna? Do you wanna? I can. I mean, I'm probably not gonna help. Oh, actually, I could help. Would you like me to?
No, I have an idea.
All right, all you.
Okay, Kenny just looks at this guy like, well, I have to say, I try to be nice, and then holds her hand out to Dario, and Dario just pulls a sort of shotgun from his back, like
Oh, damn!
under his coat, and hands it to Jenny like, well, guess we're doing this again.
Yikes! Guess we're doing this again. Incredible.
Yeah, and Jenny just cocks the sort of shotgun like, well, if we are not gonna do this the easy way, we're just gonna have to dance.
Absolutely
And
incredible.
then I'm gonna spend one ammo and fight. So let's see. Instead of standard damage, this
So
attack
cool.
deals 1 damage for each point you succeed by. So 1 to 6 damage. 1 is still gonna happen.
Yeah, if you succeed, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, that's gonna be it. I don't think I have. No, I don't have anything to help with that one.
So I went in blasting.
Yeah,
Gunner.
it's gonna be a 3-on-3.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Do
Ay
I want to
yoy.
do this? Thinking.
Oh yeah, no, of course this is not it's not particularly nice. He also has retaliate. I just want to point that out as well. So
Yeah,
he's ready to tangle with you for sure. Now, that's not
yeah,
necessarily bad, but you know, it's a thing.
yeah. I'm gonna commit bandolier also. It
Bandolier.
hurt. It hurts my feelings, but I'm gonna do it.
Hurts my feelings.
So it's gonna be a 3-on-4, and yeah, we go.
Ah.
That that's not what I wanted to draw,
No,
but
it's not. Blam! The shotgun blast echoes through the ship as it, like, you know, glances off this guy's body.
yeah, and just blows up a cargo crate. And Jenny just looks at it and it's like, fuck, this thing isn't. This thing isn't sighted, and Dario looks at Jenny like, it's a shotgun. It doesn't need to be sighted. Just point and shoot.
Yeah, I thought she was good at shooting. What is this?
Yeah. So Jenny's just gonna like, well, in for a Jenny, in for a pound.
In for a Jenny, in for a pound. Here, I'll get that one.
Thank you.
In. You
And
bet. Boom.
actually, this is interesting.
Hmm.
The shotgun doesn't say that discard it after it has no ammo.
Nope. So I think you can just. Well, you can't fight with it anymore, of course, but
Yeah,
you can just sit there.
yeah, keep it. So 3-on-3.
Yeah, I guess. Oh my God! Look at you.
But I have
Oh
no resources.
no. Oh well, it's
So
yeah.
it's still 1 damage because it's a 3-on-3
Mhm.
fight. Yeah, it's just 1 damage.
Blam.
And retaliate is
If you fail, he gives you a little whack. He does the
so
damage to the.
2 damage. So yeah, so last last round because I failed the attack.
Oh, right,
I'm
okay.
gonna take 2 damage now.
Oh, this
Okay.
is not going to go well.
Okay.
I mean, maybe Dario's going to take a shotgun blast to the face. Who knows?
Yeah.
It could happen. Oh boy. Preston, of course, hears the gunfire and he's just like, "Ooh, I better hurry up." Cultists are getting real uppity down there. Not doing very anything. Um, okay. What am I doing? I am. I am going to. First action, I'm going to take 2 damage to unseal this door. So, uh, 1 on me, 1 on Leo. Leo DeLuca and Preston shove with all their might to unstick the door back down to the basement. He calls down to Jenny, "Oh, I've managed to open the door up here. You can come up now." Assuming that she was, just waiting for him to do something.
And yeah, and another kaplow just echoes through the halls.
Kaplow! Second action, I guess I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna draw just in case. I'm gonna use my well-connectedness to try to get a clue off this location as well, so that I can maybe attempt the other thing. I can definitely. I should mention I can definitely help next round unless you want to take the attempt to try to beat this guy up. But
It's gonna be a 3-on-3 anyway.
okay, yeah, I suppose that's true. But you know what? Like, I'll next turn I can start us off and maybe give you a bit of breathing room, which will be nice, I think.
I think.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's see how the mythos goes first.
It's true. So I have because I'm well connected, I have 5. Oh, see ya, Thelia. Thanks for dropping by.
See ya, Philly.
Bye. I have 5 intellect against the 3 shroud of this location, which feels good. So let's get the clue. Hey, -2. So, because of Preston's incredible connectedness, he is able to find a few things here. Now, of course, there's no crates of stuff. There's no Legras crates, but he's definitely got everything that he can find in here. Now, if only he could rescue the people trapped inside the fridge, which he might try to do.
Yeah. Like, Preston, it's a lock. Open the lock.
Open the door, Preston. What are you doing? Could I attempt to do this? I just don't think it's going to go super well, but I could try. We can always try.
You can even try 1-on-3.
I could even try 1-on-3. Yeah, well. Yeah. You know what? Crosshair? You're right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try 1-on-3. Preston and Leo are going to try to free these guys here. 0. So nothing. Didn't succeed because I only have 1. I wish it was a parlay test. My fine clothes would help. And last action, I'm going to try to free them again.
With the same effect.
With the same effect, nothing happens. He's like, I can't get you out. Oh, hold on, gents. I'll find something to pry this open with. I should mention, I do have the ability to succeed at this test, but just not right now, unfortunately. So I'll let it slide. In the enemy phase, unfortunately, monsters attack. The Sea Singer isn't doing anything. It's still sitting there. But the good old Order Enforcer is, like, bearing down on Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny is just like, as the Enforcer rushes her and tries to choke her out, she just looks at the shotgun. Well, this was useless.
Yeets it at his face.
Yeah, so I only take 1 damage.
Perfecto.
Actually,
Dario.
only takes 1 damage.
That's what I like to hear.
Jenny is like, Dario, get over here, help me, god damn it.
God, do something! He's like, I'm an investor, I'm not a fighter. Upkeep phase, we're going to draw our cards and gain our resources. I lose my family inheritance money. I will get it back momentarily.
I'm drawing like ass.
Me too. It's just trash, man. It's just trash. I mean, I realize like now, knowing what the scenario is, I definitely do not have the ability to do anything. Uh, yeah. Did you take 2 resources?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were at 0. Rough. Really rough. Yeah, incredible. Okay, so we go to 3, 4 out of 12 Doom. I'm still hoping to kill
I
this
was
Sea Singer.
supposed to be rich.
I was supposed to be rich. What happened to me? What happened to my criminal enterprises? We're drawing our encounter cards. Right of the deep. Place a Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. Okay, that sucks. So this Sea Singer now is a must kill, which I'm really hoping I can deal with. I don't take any horror because I'm not at the same location. So this strange sounds coming out of this cultist's mouth intensify in the echoing around the engine room.
It's me.
It's you!
Oh joy.
Oh, what's this?
So, as this cultist is strangling Jenny and trying to kill her, there's just a clap of thunder outside the boat.
Oh. Oh. Scary. Scary
will,
stuff.
Which will come into play in a moment, but...
Oh, will it? Okay. Oh, I see. Oh,
So,
I see.
Test 3. If you fail, you must choose... Well, I'm gonna just test it first.
Oh! Oh my god.
I think that's a fail.
Yes, the tentacle is yeah, that's the bad one.
Yeah,
the really bad one.
That's a fail. You must choose one of the icons. Discard each card with at least one matching skill icon. So I should choose something I don't have.
Yeah, it doesn't say you're not allowed to. So I would say that's a fair play.
So yeah, I'm gonna choose the fight icon,
Okay.
and I don't have any fight icons. So
Works for me. Boom. Not bad. Crosshair,
yeah,
it is now our 1 hour in moment, our usual moment. I would like to refill my drinks and take the opportunity to use the washroom. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
Tentacles from Gunner.
Hi.
Yeah, back in a quick moment, folks. Thanks for staying with us for now, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere or go away and come back, but we'll see you soon. Hello and welcome back to Doomed solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling, but not so solo today.
Subscriber.
Thank you. Whoa, how did you do that, Graspy Loot? And welcome. Today I'm joined by special guest, the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. Crosshair, I'm just once again fixing my my lighting now that it's... Woof. You get to see behind the scenes here, folks. Now that it's nighttime, of course, everything is... Everything's changed. But we're here. Mangani! Hello, we're back to Doomed! Okay. Are we ready to jump back in here?
Yeah, we are.
Not too bad with our draws this past time. Okay, so Preston's up in the galley. He's got some clues. Jenny's tangling with the Order Enforcer, who is super mad at her right now.
Yeah.
Thoughts on... It's simple. Just learn the perfect timing. I mean, thanks, Graspy Loot. It is truly perfect timing. I'm impressed. Now, Crosshair, I can potentially make life a bit easier for you. Do you have any interest in that?
I don't think I need it if I just manage to pull the right chaos tokens.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's not untrue. Like, you're not wrong. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will leave it to you whether you want to go first or not.
yeah, I could go first, and if I fail horribly, like I will, because this is going like ass.
It is definitely... This is definitely not the best game I've had in my life. That's for sure.
Then you can help me out. So as the clap of thunder strikes outside, like we saw last time on Doomed,
Last time on
Jenny
Doomed.
uses this distraction as she notices the other enforcer flinch a bit, and just tries to uppercut with her palm his nose into his brain, like
Oh!
get off me, you brute.
Dario's
But
like, yeah, go Jenny. Not doing anything.
yeah, but that's gonna be a 3-on-3. There's
Oh
nothing else
boy.
I can do.
Oh boy.
That's -1. Well,
I will say there are a lot more minus tokens in the bag than there are plus tokens. But I know you know that as well, so there's that.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. The enforcer doesn't like it. So
Oh boy.
the enforcer is just gonna squeeze Jenny's throat harder, like
Yikes.
grunting at her and okay.
There's also, I mean, hopefully, there's the ability to evade as well, right? Like, if you need to, you can try to evade and get away, which would be. I mean, I kill the guy if
Yeah,
you can, for sure, but, just in case it gets really dire.
yeah. It's not really dire yet, but it's getting there. So Jenny is just like, well, I might as well try to finish what we started. I'm just gonna try and punch the enforcer again.
You can't see my face right now, Crosshair, but I am on the edge of my seat. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yes!
3-on-3. Yes.
Wow.
So Jenny manages with her last breath, punch this enforcer in the nose, and
Crunch.
the brute just lets go and falls to the ground.
I'm hoping you and Dario just, just dump him out the window. That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Honestly, just get him out of there. I don't need this.
Out to the open sea.
Exactly.
And Dario, while didn't help in the fight at all, just goes to the brute, and as they're throwing him out the door, oh, he had a wallet.
What? Oh, this guy.
And gives it to Jenny, see, I help you. So I get 2 resources from Dario because there's no more enemies there. So that's my turn.
We'll take it. Yep, we're making our way back up on top in terms of the money, which is good. Preston, of course, doesn't even. He hears the singing coming from the other creature, the sea singer, I mean. He has no idea what's going on with Jenny. Oh, maybe she's just met some friends. He has no idea. He and Leo are right in the middle of trying to get these people free. I think I'm trying to think if the cultist is actually. Ooh. So I'm gonna. Exactly, Gunner. The moral of the story is always steal from your victims. Always. 2 rogues. If I succeed at freeing the galley folks, the -4 comes out of the bag, and instead a cultist goes in the bag. Now the cultist normally is pretty bad. This time it's a -2, but it says if you succeed, either deal a damage to a cultist or remove a doom from a cultist. Which
that's good.
feels really good. -2 is obviously not great, and it's only if you succeed, but if you're 2 up or whatever. So I am going to try to free these people. Obviously, Preston's only trying to free them because he feels like it's going to help him.
Yeah.
But he's going to, use his natural charm and a couple of well-placed coins to enlist some aid from the crew. I have 20 odd resources, so I get +4. So I have 5, let's say, combat to try to break down the door. Yeah, let's go for it. Skull is -2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, good. Woohoo! So, excellent. Preston. All right. So the -4 comes out of the bag. All of the people are free and excited and happy and dancing and clapping him on the back, and he's like, "Pip pip cheerio. Where's Jenny, I wonder?" Uh, and that's that. Let me think about this for a moment here. I probably want to take my resources. I need more clues, and we need to start getting at these crates of goods. I wonder if we need to restart the engine. That strikes me like something we're going to need to do at some point.
Yeah, at some point, I think so.
Yeah, probably. But I wonder... I'm going to let you maybe start to look at it for now while I continue for a bit here. I'll see if I can grab a few more clues on the way.
Yeah, after I, like, gather my thoughts.
Gather your thoughts. Yeah, exactly. You mean make money, right? In the dining room, it's a 2-shroud, 2-clue location. You can spend a clue to evade an enemy at this location or a connecting location. It'd be easy to lose someone in a room this big. So that's okay. That's like easy-ish clues here. I'm still not very...
And the evade has a group limit of 1.
Oh, once
per game.
Okay. So that's a good point. It's a free evade, but it costs a clue, and it's only once, so, make it good kind of thing. I take it to mean that there's going to be all sorts of things happening here. I am going to continue down the hall to the passenger cabin, because I want to see what's in here. This is a 2-shroud, 0-clue location. Oh, boy. Okay. It says when passenger cabins is revealed, so... Preston's going back to his room. He's like opening other doors. "Excuse me, madam, have you seen any?" He's like looking for stuff. And as he walks into one of the passengers' rooms, Jenny's he thought, but it's not Jenny's, he sees a crate with the name of Legrasse on it. And as he's reaching towards it, a hand reaches out and grabs his wrist. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and spawn it here. That enemy gains... defeat the enemy and seal a -4 and add a thing token. So I do have to put an enemy here. So...
Just don't put the order in force.
No.
That's bad.
No, he's in the drink. I am going... Oh, this is much worse. I'm just going to see if there's any other cultists. No. Okay, so my options are not good. But I'm going to do it, Crosshair. I'm putting the Sea Singer at this location. The Sea Singer is a 4/2/2. Yep. So it means that, unfortunately for now, and I promise I'll try to deal with it as soon as possible, the Sea Singer has the Elder Sign sealed on it, which is +1 Doom. For now, I'm really hoping I'll be able to deal with this momentarily. I'm gonna try to kill this guy, but not right now. Last action. I'm gonna draw. Am I gonna draw last? Ooh, I'm looking for a specific card. Is that what I want to do? Yes, it is. Draw. Okay, cool. Done. That's us. So in the enemy phase, the singers sing, but they don't do anything because they're aloof. So
yeah, they're singing all over the place.
They're singing all over the place. Yeah, that's like the song of the deep is coming, which is really horrible. Draw a card, gain a resource or 2. Okay. And, oh, I have to ready my well-connected here. So this is, I don't know, we have some clues, and you're pretty hurt, but you're not dead, so that's good, right?
Yeah. Could be worse.
Could be worse. I'm at my max hand size, which kind of sucks, but maybe I'll do the... So in the Mythos phase, we put another Doom. That's 4 on the agenda. 5, 6, 7 on, whatchamacallit, things in play.
Yeah.
So that's 7 out of 12. But hopefully we can get rid of a bit. Maybe we'll be able to deal with the Sea Singer. I need like a weapon or something. Anyway, and we're going to draw an encounter card, so... Preston's got someone like on him in this passenger room as he's like trying to get to the cabin. Jenny and Dario are still down in the cargo room wiping up blood. Seasickness. Ugh, gross. I mean, makes sense, right? After you move, the next skill test you perform this round gets +1 difficulty. At the end of your turn, test will 3. If you succeed, discard it. Well, I am definitely never passing that test, so it looks like I'm sick for the rest of the game.
Small thing.
Yes.
We should put a doom counter on the crate of goods.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. At the end of the enemy phase, place a doom for each ready cultist. You're right. I could try to evade this guy in order to stop that from happening, but I would rather just try to kill it.
Yep.
Yep.
So we are at 8. 8 out of 12.
8 out of 12. Yikes. Okay. And Preston is ill.
Crate of goods. Yeah, and crate of goods gets +1 every turn. So we have 2 turns
to deal with it. Okay. You're right. Yeah, because of course it doubles up now. That's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna do my best to try to knock this sea singer down a peg or two.
Yep, same here.
All right.
Just time to fight back.
But what's happening to you down in the cargo room is my question. What evil things are going to happen to you?
Jenny hasn't been even able to leave the cargo room.
Crosshair, I'm so sorry.
Worst hangover ever.
Worst hangover ever. No!
Okay.
All right. This is bullshit.
Splishing and sploshing of the ocean again bothers Jenny because she's stuck in this cargo room.
Absolutely incredible.
So we're gonna test 3, but this time I can do nothing.
Absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah. It's just gonna be a 3-on-3. Yeah.
Yay! Oh.
Oh
God.
Oh, hi Dario.
Bye, Dario.
Hi, Dario.
Back to the ocean.
Does Dario lose his damage?
That's a good question. I don't think so. He's still in play. Like, he hasn't left play, so I feel like it probably keeps all the tokens and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's attach an ally asset. Yeah. Okay.
You could kill him and then move to open water yourself, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. Well.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah.
Hmm? What's up?
I could just kill Dario. Because I don't have to do anything at that point.
If you have no ally assets... Oh! That's a good question. Would you then do the last clause on this text, or not?
No, because I don't have an ally.
Right. Right.
Like, if you fail, take 1 damage, then attach an ally asset you control. But because Dario will die...
That's horrible! That's horrible. Oh.
That's actually...
Oh, Dario.
Dario just, like... Again goes to, like, admire the open waters, and Jenny is just like, okay, I've had enough, and pushes him into the ocean and just closes the door.
Yikes.
Like, fuck off.
Get out of here, you. Oh, boy.
Well, that's not too bad.
I suppose not. He's dead now.
Or in the ocean.
Or in the ocean, yeah.
Because I'm not going back to that place. So
Definitely. No, we're not going there for sure. Okay, we're into the investigation phase where we can finally leave the cargo room potentially, and I can try to deal with this sea singer, hopefully. Um,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
you have a preference? I'm happy to go first if you'd like, or not.
Uh, Either works because I'm gonna try to find something and then gonna go deal with the sea singer.
Deal with. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Um, yeah. Well then I'll jump in just because I think I have a good I have a decent plan for this turn hopefully, and that will hopefully then assist you. I
Cool.
hope. Um, passenger cabins. So I have to try to defeat the Sea Singer and free the people in the passenger cabins from their guard. That also prevents it from searching through the crates to try to find what it's looking for. Um, Preston is not a strong man. He's doing his best in life, but seeing this person sort of with the strange sounds coming out of their mouth and just like something snaps within him and he's like, I have to be a hero one day. This is his trial by fire. I'm going to spend 3 resources off family inheritance. Choose one of your skills. Set the base value of that skill to 5. Boom! Until the end of my turn. So, I am going to set combat to 5. And I am going to get ready to punch. First action. Preston takes like a small little blackjack out of his pocket, walks over, and takes the sea singer, engages the sea singer. Um, First action. Second action, he's just gonna try to smack it over the head. Again, he's not a fighter, but right now he's got everything he needs. I'm fighting at a 5 versus a 4. Should I maybe try to evade it first? No, I'm only 1. No, that's a bad idea. Yeah, let's fight. 5v4. -1. That's a damage. The sound erupting from this person's mouth goes quiet for just a moment, and a little sputter of blood comes up. And Preston's like, "You better free those guards, or I'll." He doesn't have a good threat, so the cultist leaps at him, and he's going to try to just move out of the way and let the cultist land on the bedpost so he can crack him over the head. I still have 5 combat, so I'm going to fight again. 5v4. Ha! Yes. Nice. So that is
Wonderful.
1 more damage. The Elder Sign goes back in the bag. The Sea Singer is discarded. And I still have 1 action. I'm going to use that action to try to put a clue on the crate of goods, I think. To try to, because I want to look at this one. I'm hoping it's something. Oh, thank you, Crosshair.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cabin.
After freeing the passengers from their guards, the cultist is unconscious on the floor, possibly dead. I mean, Preston's no doctor. We freed the passengers. I am putting a cultist in the bag, and I'm sealing the -4. If there is one. Are there 2? No, there's only 1. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so in fact we just add a cultist, which is -2, but it has a good effect. So last action, Preston's going to speak to some of the people that he recently freed and see if any of them maybe have any idea what's in this crate or where he should start looking. I have 20 resources, so I have ridiculous. So I have 5 intellect. Let's go 5v3. -2. Yeah, I'm putting a clue on the crate of goods. I did it, Crosshair. I helped.
Yeah, you've actually done more than I have because I haven't done anything.
Well, that's not 100% your fault, right? It's
Yeah,
really
things
poor.
haven't been going great for Jenny today.
No, definitely not. I mean, but as the muscle, she's done a great job distracting.
Yeah, yeah, like she's handled the brute twice now, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
so Jenny is again alone in the cargo room and like God damn it! If there's nothing good in this place, I'm just gonna jump into the ocean. So she just starts unlocking crates and looking into everywhere for anything to use in this situation.
Yep. Makes sense
So
to me.
I'm gonna use the cargo room ability of test zero knowledge against. I think it's gonna be against 6
Okay.
because she's gonna use streetwise to look through these boxes, and that's gonna be. Well, it's still 4.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
I'm gonna look through 4 cards and try to find something.
An item asset specifically. Search for an item asset and add it to your hand, where X is the amount you succeeded by.
Yeah, and there's a sort of shotgun
Nice.
in one of
Nice.
the boxes. So
We'll take it.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. So after that, is it just no, you go in there.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Eh, eh, eh. Yeah, Jenny just looks at the shotgun and okay, playtime's over.
Whoa.
I'm done with this vacation. I'm done with this ship.
I'm done with this vacation. Oh my goodness.
And oh yeah, I can't attack this turn, so as the last action,
Mm-hmm.
Jenny's actually gonna like hold the shotgun in one hand and just gonna go like walk into the engine room like okay.
Who wants a piece of this?
Yeah. Let's dance.
Yes. All right. It is aloof, so it doesn't engage you or attack you or anything, which is fabulous.
Yeah, but at least Jenny's out of the cargo room.
Clap, 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 clap. I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I don't think they had bubblegum in 1920 whatever, so... I mean, I know they did, but like... well, maybe not, actually. I'm not sure. Hooray! We did it, Crosshair. We made it
Yeah.
another time.
Another round, yeah.
Another round. It's upkeep. We're refreshing everything. Oh god, I forgot that. Oh, I have to test willpower 6, Crosshair, so I'm just going to do that. I wasn't going to pass anyway, so for my seasickness. Upkeep. Yeah, draw a card, gain a resource. Max 8. I'm still good for now. Yikes. And Mythos phase. Yeah,
Okay,
we're ready.
so
Oh, yep.
yeah, we're at
5,
8.
6, 7, 8 out of 12. I'm going to take the
Yeah.
Doom away if I get this crate of goods, which will be really good. And hopefully we can do something about the Sea Singer. I don't know how we're going to kill it, but like...
Well, I have a shotgun.
I mean, that's not untrue. Yeah, alright. Good. Here we go. Oh, I recognize this.
Oh, yay.
Thalassophobia. Even up here, Preston just has like this vision of being swallowed by the ocean, and you know, as his stomach heaves, so does the ocean swell. I'm testing will 2. I'm definitely going to take a horror or 2. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm good. Yep, that's yep. I'll take 2 horror, 1 on me, and 1 on Leo, who's also looking a little queasy. TBH.
Don't you take only 1?
It says for each point you fail by, and I drew a -2, so I failed by 2.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good, I've got some cats
My
here to observe.
turn.
Yes, go for it. Tell us. I've got cats here
Uh,
to observe the chaos.
Finally, Jenny got out of the cargo hold,
And she
and
drew up.
oh, 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 phew. No, not few.
Oh.
So Jenny just has this feeling like, oh shit, Preston is in trouble again. Like
He
so like
does.
this deep feeling that, oh, this is like a deja vu, but I just feel like Preston is in deep trouble soon. Because Cultist of the Deep spawns nearest location with an attached crate of goods.
That
And
is.
if I start looking,
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, yep,
That's
that would
me.
be that would be you.
Ugh.
Um,
This guy is not looking very happy.
so this location is exhausted.
For all encounter card effects. So it makes the skulls -4. It makes all the. It's just not good.
Yeah, and it's a 3/3/3 enemy, so
I have a plan. It's not the best plan, but I have a plan.
any plan works.
It's true. Uh, okay. Okay, so you know what? Like, I mean, I have now an enemy here, but at least we're not dead. That's my bar for the Mythos phase. Did I draw 5 cards? No? Then we're doing okay. What's up, the Coolian? How are you? We're in the
Hey,
middle of.
cool.
Hey, I got the crosshair here. And
Hello.
hello. And we are in the midst of exploring this cruise ship. Jenny Barnes is beat to shit. Preston's doing okay. He's very rich. That's about where we're at. Uh,
Just
yeah. Who first, Crosshair?
yeah.
Do you wanna? Well, I don't know. Do you want to play first, or should I? What do you think?
I could try and take care of the sea singer.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah. I mean, sorry. Yes, you
Yeah.
definitely should. I wish there was something I could do for you, but I don't think there is. Hey.
I don't think I I should be good. I think so.
3v4.
So,
Oh boy.
yeah. Uh, yeah, I've drawn so many minus things that I should
You're
should
definitely
be
gonna
good.
draw a plus thing this time. Is that what's gonna happen? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
of
All right.
course.
Yep.
So Jenny just looks at this singing cultist sea singer and is like, oh, I've been listening to this singing of yours for hours. Could you just shut the fuck? And fires her shotgun at the
Blam.
singer.
Oh. So a -2 reduces your skill value to 1.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
God.
Jenny just loads the shotgun like, God damn it! I told you to.
Crosshair, no.
First shot just echoes through the engine room and probably breaking a lot of other stuff.
Yeah,
and
there's.
just tries to attack the sea singer again. God damn it.
Yeah, there's. I mean, like, we're not going to math it out, but there's definitely more minus than plus in that bag. I mean, that's the point, right? That's really rough. I'm sorry. Sorry for your sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah, well, it's still there.
I suppose it is. Ay, ay.
So with this, Jenny is just gonna like, oh god damn it, god, everything is going to shit. So
Mm.
she's just gonna look around, like, take a deep breath and go like, well, I think it's time we play some high stakes poker
Oh,
on this ship.
what a high roller. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
All right,
So
okay.
high roller
High roller
is
lets you...
a
Yeah, sorry, go for it.
spend 3 resources to get +2, and if I succeed, I get the resources back.
So, I mean, you have to have them to begin, but if you're testing over the value,
Yeah.
at least two, I would say at least two over the value, then that's pretty good. Um, it's hard, it's hard to say exactly how it'll go, but that's not too bad, right?
Yeah, that should help.
Oh, we're still in the investigation phase. Sorry, sorry, I haven't taken my turn yet. I was getting ready to go into
Oh,
upkeep, but I haven't even done anything because I have this cultist of the deep here. Um, Preston hears this like moaning and chanting coming from outside. Uh, he just needs like 2 seconds here in the. He just needs 2 seconds, and he'll be able to kind of get what he needs out of this crate of goods. Alrighty, thanks, Cools. Um, he's got his investments, his family inheritance, not investments, famously. First action. Um, uh, whoop. I'm gonna spend 2 to play decoy. Preston is able to convince the person he was asking about the about the various locks and crates in the room to go and speak to the cultist for a moment. The cultist doesn't seem intent on actually hurting anybody for now, so they're able to distract them with like this horrible crying and wailing. Decoy automatically evades a non-elite enemy at my location, so I'm going to evade it. It's going to sit there. Boop. And then, second action, I'm going to try to put my other clue on this crate of goods and get the heck out of there. So that I can take the crate of goods. Oh, Ripley, no. Sorry, Crosshair, there's pure chaos happening.
Oh, I approve.
Yay! No max, unfortunately, but just pure chaos. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to send the other person who lives in this apartment a brief message to ask, have the cats been fed? Question mark? Okay. Second action. With the decoy well in place, Preston is going to try to crack into one of these goods with the name Legrasse written on them. Hopefully, there's something inside that will be of use in combating the cultists, or at least something that will be, of value to them. I'm going to exhaust well connected to go up to 5. 5 versus... Yeah, 5 versus 3.
3.
So clearly there is not. Clearly his connectedness does absolutely nothing. Le Gras. Fancy schmancy. I'm going with Legrasse, Graspy Loot, but I like Le Gras better. Now the whole point was to leave here. No, the whole point was to succeed at this test. So how do I succeed at this test?
I do have one note also. You need 2 clues on that crate to flip it.
Right. Right, so there's one on it already, and I'm going to try to put another... that's what I mean. I'm going to try to put another one on right now.
Right.
Right.
There's already one.
Okay. I need to pass a 3 intellect test. I have 1 intellect. I have 1 intellect, and my well connected is all done. Is this... Oh, that's such a... Oh, such a... Sorry, I have a card that would be of use here. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna pitch Leo and Elusive? Legrass. Ah, Legrasse. That's it. I'm gonna pitch 2 cards for 2 intellect icons. So I'm going 3 to 3 because I have a plan, folks. Is it a good plan? We're about to find out. And pass! Okay, -2. However, whoop. Preston knows that Leo DeLuca is an expert lockpick, and when they fail to get into the crate one more time, he goes, "Leo, I know you can get in there," and he just pulls out a crisp $100 bill, and the Louisiana Lion just goes, "Oh, in here?" and just pops the lid. No problem. So the Sure Gamble turns my -2 into a +2,
Yeah.
which helps me pass the test. Yes, thank you, the Crosshair. And I'm gonna flip the heck out of this. So, what if there are 2 clues on it? Flip it over and draw it. This is, oh god, this is, oh my god, what is this? No, what is this? This is the Hand of the Strangler. Hunter cannot be defeated, cannot be evaded. Okay, so a hand leaps out of the box and like grabs Preston. Oh my god. Fight. Test. Combat 3 or Agility 3. If you succeed, move the Hand of the Straggler to a location or attach it to an enemy. At the end of the enemy phase, deal a damage to an attached enemy if able.
That might actually be good.
Yeah, if I can pass a test. Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I can. So, I'm gonna, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Fight the hand.
I'm gonna fight the hand. I have a plan. It's a weird one. Whoop. So I'm gonna I'm gonna test my combat against this hand that's leapt out of the box. Now, as we've mentioned, Preston's trial by fire made him a little confident, shall we say. But he's, still doesn't have the skill required to deal with paranormal activity. However, he does know that money talks. And so if you pay someone enough money, he gives Leo another very meaningful glance and like a give me, like, help me out here and we'll call it even kind of thing. Play when you initiate a skill test. Instead of combat, this is resources. So I'm testing resource 3. I have half of my resource pool as a skill value, 10. So I'm testing 10 versus 3 to put this hand on this guy, basically.
Now,
Oh, oh,
based on how this scenario has gone so far,
oh God, I don't
and
want.
this is a 3 on 10 test, which is impossible to fail in any other thing except if you draw that goddamn tentacle token.
That, yes.
So,
Yes.
enjoy.
Click. -1. We did it. I am so incredibly afraid though of. You're absolutely right, Crosshair. Pew pew pew. Welcome back, the Coolian. While you were gone, the Coolian, I found a hand in a box that leapt out and attacked me, and I managed to foist it off onto this enemy. So now there's a disembodied hand tickling and murdering the cultist of the deep. Whew, that was my last action. Oh my god, I didn't know there was a hand in the box. That's horrible. Why is that a thing?
Yeah, that's quite random.
In the enemy phase, the hand deals a damage to the cultist, which is amazing.
At the end of enemy phase.
At the end of the enemy phase, yeah. So it's attached. Yeah, so I just need to get... Oh. Okay, it's attached, but now the cultist is back on me as well. So it's attacking me, and the hand is attacking it. So maybe... I just want to try to get away from it, right? That's what I want to try to do. Okay.
Actually, the cultist prepares now, so it engages you.
Right. Yes, you're right. In the upkeep phase, which is yeah, that's a good point. In the upkeep phase, it readies and engages me.
No, but yeah, I'm just wondering in the enemy phase, because I shot at the sea singer. Is it engaged with me?
Good question.
Because I attacked it, so I think
Yes, good. Yes, good point. Yeah, if it's engaged with you, then it is now. Yeah, you're right. So in the enemy phase, it deals you all of that damage.
yeah,
Ew. Things aren't
it's not
looking.
looking great.
No, I'd love to come and help you, but I mean, let's see, right? Hey, maybe you'll draw a good card this time. I know I want to. Nope. Chronophobia, a classic.
Oh,
All right. Well, my draw was a weakness, so it goes into play in my threat area. Ooh. Okay. And I took a resource. Yes, I think. Did you take all the
oh,
resources and such?
I forgot to draw
Oh,
a
yep.
card. Yep,
Good.
that's good.
And you took two?
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 doom out of 12.
Yeah.
The worst. Encounter cards coming up. So in the passengers' quarters, there's this like cultist with a hand around its neck, and it's trying to get at Preston. It's just this horrible. Oh, yeah, okay. So doubly seasick. The heaving of the boat is matched only by the sounds coming out of Preston's mouth. I am seasick. Oh, I have to keep testing my will. I keep forgetting. I'll I'll do it next round because I'm never gonna pass the test. Is the only problem. So.
Yeah, and now you have to do it
And now I have to do
two
it
times.
twice. So every turn I'll test. Oop, twice. Over to
Yeah.
you, Hare.
Yeah.
You want to draw an enemy or what? Oh
Of course
my
I do.
god. Why would I say that?
But it's not gonna come for you. Because you don't have the crate anymore.
Ha ha ha! You're right.
So it's another cultist of the deep, but it goes in the oh crap.
Yeah.
That crate is gonna start gathering. Fuck.
Yeah. Now we do have a few turns. Like I mean, sorry, we have there's more agendas after this agenda, so hopefully that's something.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the hope anyway.
But yeah, that's not a bad turn for Jenny. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, it's not a bad turn for Jenny, that's for sure.
Do you want to go first? Because I have to think a bit.
Yes, indeed. I don't think it's going to be a particularly challenging turn. I'm just hoping I don't fail this out really hard. My first action is going to be to try to get away from the cultist. Preston is going to like essentially he's not trying to like hurt the other passengers that are there, but he is trying to like push them and shove them and kind of like dodge in amongst them to try to make it out into the hallway and in the general hubbub avoid the cultist. Um, I have 1 agility versus the 3, but I'll exhaust well connected to take me up to 5, and that feels okay. 5v3. Pew! Skull. Oh. The skull is -4 because the cultist is treating the location as exhausted.
Oh, true.
Ah, that's really bad. That is so bad. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Look, like you can't win them all, right? Maybe I can use my fine clothes to parlay or something. Um, yeah. I guess I'm just gonna hopefully draw some other things.
Yep.
Yeah. I hope like I can draw a better. I don't know. What can I do here? It's just bad because I only have the 1 well connected. Yeah, it really sucks. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. We're just gonna keep evading. Evade. Cultist. -2, and if I succeed, I do a thing. But I did not succeed. Evade. Crosshair, this is gonna be a really bad turn for me. I'll tell you that right now.
That's okay.
Should I try to punch him instead? Kill the cultist? Doesn't seem like the worst idea. All right. he's after trying to get out of the way and just being blocked at every turn, he's gonna just wind up and crack the guy in the face. Punch! Nothing. Absolutely nothing. At the end of my turn, I take a direct horror from Chronophobia. I have to test my will twice. So I'll just do that really quick because I will not pass either of these. Nope. No. Well, over to you. I'm hoping to draw the Elder Sign is basically my only hope here. So it's over to you, buddy.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
This is just...
Jenny is just gonna like look around at like what she has with you, with her, like her pockets, because Jenny is a fancy woman. Her dress has pockets.
Ooh.
So she's just gonna look into everywhere like, what do I have on me? Like, this can't be the way that I go out. So she'll take 3 resources, draw a card.
Uh-oh.
Whew. No, that was a good sign.
Oh, okay, good. Because in this game, you never know, basically, as I guess what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
You never know in this game.
Actually, that changes a bit of things.
I can't wait to find out.
Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. So as she's looking around like, God damn it, I knew I had more stuff with me when I came to this godforsaken ship.
Ooh.
Tank top wearing, gun-toting guy just walks into the engine room like, what's all this hubbub about? And Jenny's like, oh, hey, you, big guy with beard and stuff. I have money, help.
I have money,
You
help.
help me, I pay you.
Makes sense.
So hired muscle gives Jenny +1 fisty fist, and well, not like that, but and at the end of upkeep phase, I have to pay the hired muscle to
stick around for a while.
Stick around, yeah.
All right.
But it does mean that Jenny is tied with the sea bitch. I mean,
Damn.
sea singer.
Oh, I mean, right. Sorry, the singer. Yes, of course. Get that +1 back in the bag. Let's go.
So, do I want to? Yeah, Jenny's just gonna like, okay, I'm done fighting. Like, I'm not gonna dirty my hands anymore, and just points the hired muscle at the sea singer, like, go deal with that singing bitch. I can't listen to this anymore. And I do know that bitch is a bad word, but sometimes it fits.
Sometimes it's the right one.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a 4-on-4, and I'm gonna exhaust high roller.
High roller.
Yep. So I'm gonna spend 3 for that, so it's gonna
What a
be
high roller.
a 6-on-4.
All right. Here we go. Yes.
-1. Yes. Thank you.
Gosh.
So yeah.
Did you get your money back? That's good.
Yeah. And the sea singer takes 1 damage. Okay. That's 1.
We're almost there, though.
The hired muscle like takes a couple of punches at the sea singer and looks at Jenny, and Jenny is like, did I tell you to stop?
That's exactly. I was gonna say, like, yeah. Did I? Should we? I didn't tell you just to hurt him a little bit, you know.
Yeah, like finish the job.
Come on.
It's gonna be a 4-on-4 this time, but Eh.
Yes,
It's gonna be a
sir.
409. Like, inspired by Jenny's appearance and just this cold demeanor towards this, like, basically a singing lady in the engine room. The hired muscle just pounds the face of this singer into the engine plug and, like, until it stops moving.
Absolutely incredible. I'll put the +1 back in the bag for you here because I feel like that's of use to us.
Yep,
Oh,
but that's the singer. Yeah,
yay!
finally.
We did something. It's good.
Ah,
Welcome, Mistrich, to Doomed. We're playing Consternation on the Constellation. That's rich people on a boat. Sorry, on a cruise. It's not just on a boat. And today I'm joined by the Crosshair.
hello.
Hello. Who just got through
Before,
beating up a cultist, apparently.
yeah, we beat up both of the singing sea witches. I'm gonna say witch.
Yes, yes, that's what we're going to say. Yes, exactly.
Before we go into the ouchie times again, can we take a quick refill break?
Yes, of course we can.
Yeah,
I'll take the damage and horror from the fine on my fine clothes here, and I'll move us to upkeep so that we know where we are when we're ready to
yep.
start.
Just 1 minute.
1 minute, folks. Should I refill as well? Perhaps I should. Maybe not a bad idea. I'm going to go to our BRB screen, folks, and we are going to BRB. Hello, we have returned. Oh, I forgot all my things in the hall. Shoot, Crosshair, I forgot all my drinks in the hallway.
Yep.
Okay, let's hang on. Let's take upkeep. I'll take a horror from. Oh no, I already did. Let's take our upkeep and then we'll figure out what we need to do. I still have this cultist here. I totally forgot. That's less good. Welcome back, everybody, to Doomed, where sometimes you forget where you put your drinks down. Okay, Doom. Ah, yes, at the end of the enemy phase, place a Doom on each crate of goods. Right, I forgot. That's what I was forgetting about. So there's a Doom on that crate now, up near where the cultist is.
Yeah. So
okay.
we're back at 8.
Back at 8.
No.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be at 8 very shortly here. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go Mythos phase. We're going to put a Doom, the 8th, on the agenda, and then we're going to draw our encounter cards. Do you want to draw yours just while I quickly grab my stuff? It's like right out in the hallway.
Sure thing.
Go for it.
So here we go. Jenny's in the engine room, just hanging with this hired muscle, and let's see what happens. And another cultist of the deep just runs around the ship. It is gonna be fun.
What? Wait. What? Crosshair, what?
There's 2 cultists of the deep
Oh. Alright,
in
so
the deck lounge and theater.
so clearly, like, there we have a 1 in 2 chance of getting the thing that we need out of the crate, right? But like,
Yep.
clearly it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be that one. There's no way it's not going to be that one. Just too much.
The cultists are just enjoying the theater.
They're enjoying the theater. Yeah. Was that the deck lounge and theater? Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well. Oh, and I didn't draw my encounter card here. Let's assume it's something good. Attached to your location. Sealed doors. You cannot enter or leave. Test combat 4. You can take 2 damage to automatically succeed. Honestly, I might just do that again. I might just smash my shoulder against the door to get the hell out of here. Because I just want to go, Crosshair. That's all I want to do is I just want to leave.
Yeah.
Just want to get off this damn ship.
Worst vacation ever.
Literally. Okay. I have a plan. In the investigation phase, I'm going to get away from this guy. I'm going to move. And I'm going to try to get rid of my chronophobia or something. Oh. Oh no,
Yeah, the
right.
cultist is gonna die.
It is, and then the hand is going to grab onto me again.
Uh, not if you're not there.
Not if I'm not there, exactly. So, I need to try to evade him and then bust the door. Okay, right, so I'm not going to be able to get rid of my chronophobia, which is fine. It's fine. Okay, we're going to try to get out of here. So, I've got my 4 resources on family inheritance. I'm feeling incredibly wealthy. I don't need to describe this again. Preston is going to try to use the connections he's made to escape the cultists of the deep. This time I have 6 evade because of my connections, which doesn't make any sort of sense, but there you go. Let's do it. 6v3. Pew! Cultist. Now, a cultist is a -2. It also says remove a doom from a cultist.
Yeah, or deal a damage.
Which
But you don't want to kill that because the hand will attach itself to
yeah,
you.
you're 100% right. I think that's the right play. So I'm actually going to I'm just gonna
Add the
not
damage.
just gonna let that happen. Yeah.
Add damage to the cultists up there.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah.
Deal a damage to a cultist enemy. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. You're right. Hey, take that. So somehow by escaping this one, the telepathic link between the cultists zaps one of the guys upstairs. He's like, "Oh, our friend is in trouble and I can't help." Um, uh, second action, I'm going to take 2 damage to bust this door down. Get out of here, you. And then I'm going to leave. Ooh, I'm going to go this way into the library. The library is on the smaller side, but it's furnished with ornate sitting chairs, heavy bookcases, and a surprising selection of tomes regarding the occult. Special donations on loan from the Legrasse collection. This is now. Why would it only put 2 clues there? This location has 6 clues, which I've never seen before. I mean, well, not never, but like not often. This is a 6-clue location, 3 shroud. It says spend a clue. Test book 3 to learn more information about the cult. If you succeed, seal the -5 and add a tablet token. Forced, keep adding clues to it forever. So you can get clues here basically forever.
Yeah.
And I am going to... I have an action left. I think this is the right play. My last action will be to snag some clues from this location, and I'm just going to buy them. I'm going to spend 4 resources to buy 2 clues. Rather than hunting for things in the books, Preston had already paid people for information about what the most useful tomes are in the Legrasse collection. So I'm gonna just take two clues here. I'm gonna buy 2 clues off this location. Phew. Okay, that's it for me, Crosshair. Over to you. Can't believe I got out of there.
Okay, so Genjan in the engine. I'm thinking about my options.
Yep. In terms of our objective, we need to try to grab we're looking for one of the crates, right? So we need clues in order to get the crates. This crate up here in the theater is, I mean, we only really have 1 round until we doom out, so I think that one's a bit of a lost cause for now. I don't know what the next agenda says. It probably says something like, they've found the stuff, and then, things go to hell. I'm aiming to start working on this Sun Deck crate of goods just in case.
So yeah, we are gonna go to 9 Doom. next turn.
10, I think, because it's one per cultist. Is that right? Yeah. Like two because there's two cultists there, and then one more because of the Mythos phase. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. No,
but
then so
so
then
it
yeah, go ahead.
one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Oh boy.
it's gonna. We're at 8 currently, and this one is gonna get 2, and the agenda is gonna get 1, so it's gonna
11.
be 11. Okay.
Okay, well, that's that then. I mean, unless there's anything we can do about, you know, that sort of thing.
About handling 2 cultists in my 1 turn.
What, you don't have some sort of card that says like launch a nuclear weapon across the map, destroy I know you would take that if you had it. I know you would take that if you had it. Oh boy.
So we're not gonna go to Doom at this Mythos phase, but we're gonna go into it anyway in the next one.
Yes.
Okay. So then, and nobody wants to go into the passenger cabin anyway. Well, while Jenny's down here, she's just gonna go check out the boiler room. Like, maybe there's something they missed down here.
It's
Like,
entirely possible.
so, let's see. You can feel the heat wafting
Ugh.
from this room. Your knowledge of ships tells you that this is where the steam needed to power the Constellation is generated.
Okay.
3 shroud, 2 clues. Forced. After you end your turn at boiler room, put the top card of your deck face down into your threat area. Treat this card as an exhaust and treachery. With the following text, you get --. After you leave boiler room, discard this card.
Okay. I mean, exhaustion in particular, or sorry, the -1 health in particular is like no good.
So Jenny just looks at the boiler room and like, yeah, no. Nothing there. Never mind.
Never mind, don't worry about it. We're fine here, folks.
Do I want to do that now or do I want to do that later? Jenny's just gonna move up.
Come and join us up here on the second floor.
Yeah, into the galley, looking for a snack in the kitchen.
Oh, a snack. That's nice.
Yeah, well, she hasn't eaten all day.
Did I test my seasicknesses?
Oh yeah, and I paid the hired muscle.
Ah, yes, of course. That's a good thing to do. You want them to stick around, right?
Yeah.
In the enemy phase, a gurgle sound comes out of the guest quarters as the Cultist of the Deep is strangled out slowly but surely by the hand of the Strangler, which is just absolutely horrible. So it sits there now, and I guess we're not going through there if we can help it.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's not.
But the other way,
Yeah,
way is through the theater with the 2 cultists.
And hopefully, well, yeah, I guess we'll see what else we need to do, right? I have 2 clues, so like, there's a possibility I can get to the next crate of goods and do something. We'll see.
Yeah.
Upkeep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Draw a card.
I was gonna say,
Ooh.
I haven't drawn any weaknesses yet.
Now, why would you say that out loud? Is that a weakness?
Because nope.
Oh. Now, unfortunately for me, of course, it was your luck that bumped onto me, so I drew a weakness.
Oh,
Draw the so Preston reading he's paid somebody for information about the occult here in the library, but he does crack a book. Like he's not illiterate, and as he cracks the book, he's starting to get sucked into this alternate dimension. I have to discard the top card of my deck, or sorry, I have to draw the top card of my deck, and then remove each copy of it from the game. So that's well, that's a card that lets me discover clues. So it's gone. Gone. That's upkeep. All right.
yep.
Woo. All right. Into the Mythos phase. Oh no, sorry. The enemy phase. We have to put the Doom on the crate of goods. I forgot. That's 11. Goo.
Yep. Sure is.
I'm drawing a card. Here we go. Lights out. Attached to your location. Oh shit! All of the lights in the library go out. Preston is, of course, terrified of the dark, as all rich people are. Attached location gets +2 shroud. You cannot play assets that cost less than 5. After it is successfully investigated, discard it. So it's probably not happening. All the lights are out. I can't find anything in the dark. I can't play assets with a cost lower than 5. And if I investigate successfully, I can discard it. Maybe I will. Anyway, that's me. That's my Mythos card.
Yeah, let's see what fun happens in the kitchen. Oh, it's just another strike of thunder
It's just another
outside.
bolt of lightning coming in. Yeah, what where is this coming from?
Almost striking the ship. Like Jenny is just like, yeah, I've heard that before.
Do you think it has something to do with the cult? I feel like it does.
Most likely, like this ship is totally cursed.
That is correct. Yeah, I do not doubt it for a second.
Let's see, what do I have here?
So bolt of lightning is a treachery, or clap of thunder. Sorry, is an omen. If you test will 3, and if you fail, you have to choose one of the skills and discard each card that have matching skill icons. Yeah.
Might as well. +1.
+1. You killed the person that the +1 was on. Yeah.
Oh, true. Yay.
Suck it. The sea creature thing.
Yeah. Storm outside is really dreadful, but doesn't affect us.
Not at all. We are safe and sound? Question mark on this ship.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, thoughts, feelings?
I don't really have a plan now. So
I guess
you go.
I will. I'm wondering how much. I have 2 clues. Okay, so Preston's getting his money from his inheritance. Whoop. I feel like my first thing here, he has to shake off this chronophobia. It's the most important thing, right? Like, he needs to just shake it off and see the fear of time passing is kind of drawing him inevitably closer to his own doom. Title of the show. So I spent 2 actions to discard it. I could move into the sun deck. Seasickness will trigger if I try to test something. But maybe that's okay. Probably not, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is... I don't want to... Sorry, I'm just looking at the library has an action to seal the -5 and add a tablet to the bag, which feels good. Not great, though. So I think what I'm going to do, third action, we're going to leave here, So Preston staggers out of the library where the lights are still out. He's feeling absolutely horrible, but he's making his way up to the sun deck, which naturally is not particularly sunny right now. This is the place
No.
where passengers would normally come to soak up the sunshine. Unfortunately, the current view is the unsettling kind. Sun deck. Fight. Test combat X. X is the fight value of the enemy at your location. If you succeed, they go back in the encounter deck, so you can basically throw them off the edge. If you fail, move to open water. So you can push someone, and if you fail, they push you, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that's just so good. Okay, I am going to attempt to put a clue on this location on the crate, but it's probably not going to work. Or am I? Or am I? Sorry, I'm just thinking here. Yes, I am. I'm going to test agility. I have 6 agility because I'm well connected, but -2 because I'm seasick, so it's 4. And I'll toss in an icon to make myself 5. We're going to try to look and see what's in these crates of goods. Yes, -2. Nice. So a clue goes on the location. Okay. Okay. Crosshair, it's not looking too bad. I mean, it's looking terrible, but it's obviously not looking too bad.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the chaos soon. So.
Yes, we are. I don't know what happens, but it doesn't sound good.
Well, Jenny doesn't really have a plan. Like, anything major to do.
Yeah, I guess, like,
I could go to the bridge.
see what's there. That's fair. There might be
Yeah.
an action that would be useful to take. That's a good point. You could try to get clues at the dining room as well, but I don't know if that's it might be better just to go to the bridge and see what's there, right?
Yeah. Jenny is just gonna take a couple of walks. Just
Hello,
walk
walkie
to
walk.
the dining room and like enjoy the view. Like,
Oh, wow.
this was so nice yesterday.
Yeah.
Walk up to the bridge. Like, okay, let's see what's here. The bridge is filled with controls designed to operate this monstrosity of a vessel. There are sparks flying from a few corners, but most of the room seems operational.
Sparks. Sparks.
Bridge, Shroud 4, Clues 2. Action. If you have restarted the engine, test Knowledge 3. If you succeed, add a thing sign.
I don't think they have names. This is the crazy part. I really don't think they even have names. It's just that simple.
Yeah. Add the symbol to the chaos bag for the remainder of the scenario.
Full speed ahead.
So basically we'd have to restart the engine, then come back here to test that, to add 1.
-4 to the bag. Now, obviously,
Yeah.
it's a good effect. It would appear it's a good effect if you don't
Deep
succeed.
1. Because the deep 1 sounds like a bad thing.
It sure does, doesn't it? Ranty, have a wonderful evening, and have a great Easter as well. Happy holiday weekend to you. See you soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Randy.
Bye-bye. Rante. Okay.
So yeah, I think we need to start the engine.
Well, okay. I mean, sorry, yeah, like, not knowing where the scenario is going, I tend to agree with you. I assume that we have to, like, restart the engine and then, like, drive the boat away somehow, which doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
But Jenny can't do that right now. Jenny doesn't know anything about engines. Mainly because
Oh boy.
I don't have all the items I need at the moment.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh,
I really don't want to go to the deck lounge at the moment.
No, I wouldn't think so.
So, luckily I can keep the hired muscle because Jenny gets 2 resources every upkeep.
Yeah.
So I can just keep paying 1.
Yeah, you could potentially, I mean, if you draw a card now, you won't get to use it, but potentially you could just take resources and try to get back up to that like level where, streetwise becomes good. And I'm not sure what would be best here, honestly, because I don't know what the goal of the scenario is. Like I'm trying to get this crate, but then otherwise I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Because I am going to use a lot of resources at some point. Not sure quite yet. So I'm just gonna draw a card.
Cool. Yeah, because you know what? I bet
Jenny,
you have money in there somewhere as well, so that's good.
yeah, Jenny's just gonna look out the window of the bridge and like admire the storm brewing out there. Not brewing, storming.
Yeah, no,
And
already
just like,
brewed, already brewed, overbrewed, in fact.
yeah, this could have been such a nice trip. Okay, well, that's a card.
Is it a is it a good card though?
Uh,
Hmm.
kind of. Yeah.
Oh God, this is a hunter. Sorry, I just noticed the hand of the strangler is a hunter, so it's gonna hunt towards one of us. Um,
At
uh,
the enemy face.
which is now. I will. I don't know. I'll just put it in the library. I feel like we don't have to go that way, so it'll come towards us. But hopefully something will happen before that.
Yeah, it's basically. Actually, do you have a choice where it moves?
It moves towards the shortest path towards the nearest investigator. We're both
So
two locations away. Yeah.
if you send it to me, I can. I think I can attach it to the enemies at the theater if I win.
Yep.
Yeah, that works.
That does work. So I'll send it towards you. So it's crawling along the floor like a little creeper into the dining room.
Yeah.
And
at the
yeah.
end of the enemy phase, the agenda goes forward before we get to upkeep.
Well, I will say from my understanding, unless a card says otherwise, you only check. Yeah, you only check the Doom threshold in the Mythos phase, which is nice because then that means you do generally.
Okay.
I mean, we won't have a chance to do anything about it. You're right, but we'll get to add a Doom, and then it all clears. So at least there's that. But let's take our upkeep at least.
Yeah.
Well connected. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Lose my inheritance for now. That sounded good.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I've drawn 18 cards and I've drawn no weaknesses. And I have 4 weaknesses? 5?
I think 4 for sure. That's wild. That's like incredible.
There's the forced one, like the Jenny special, then 1 random one, and then I think I had 30 XP.
Oh, you're right. So you're right. No, there's I can't remember if I put them in, but there should be 3 extras in there. I may have only put 2.
4 or 5.
Yikes.
So there's a 30% chance that I'm gonna draw into a weakness from now on.
Oh, you betcha. And max hand size is 8. So I'm just checking. Yeah. Draw card.
I have to throw.
Buckle up, Gunner.
Gonna throw 1.
Gasp. So cunning.
No. Actually.
Yeah. I mean, Jenny is well connected, but yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't need that because I have the streetwise, and this deck doesn't really get up to the resources I was hoping for. But
I think it's one of those things as well. Like, I hope and we'll talk about this more when the scenario's over, one way or the other, Crosshair. But I hope this has been instructive well, not instructive, like fun in terms of exploring a certain investigator and what they can and maybe can't do.
Yeah. And the growth has been horrible.
Oh, I agree. Oh, 100%. All right. In the Mythos phase, we are now advancing the agenda before we draw our encounter cards, so I'm going to clear all the doom from... Whoops. I'm going to clear all the doom from creative goods. Here?
Yep.
Okay. So, agenda 2B, in the wrong hands. Uh-oh. Cries of joy erupt throughout the ship as the cultists have found their prize. Son of a... Strange chanting begins to ring throughout the corridors, and it is clear that a ritual of some kind has begun. Within minutes, the ship begins to rock sickeningly. Even worse, there is the sound of metal rending. Okay, they're sinking the ship, I guess. Unspeakable creatures have been summoned from the deep, and they are beginning to claw their way into the Constellation. Search the copies of Crate of Goods for Tablet of Dagon. Spawn the set-aside Luther Marsh enemy at the bridge. Sorry, Crosshair. Attach the Tablet of Dagon to him. Remove the other crates from the game. Okay. So it was, in fact, you know what? If I had been slightly faster, I would have had it, because it's here. It's really too bad. And I'm going to put Luther Marsh at this location.
The empowered and enthralled.
Empowered and enthralled. This is a humanoid sorcerer. He's elite. He's got 4 combat, 4 evade, 10 health. He's massive, so he takes up the whole space. He attacks everybody in his space. He has retaliate. He cannot be defeated by damage. After he attacks you, test combat 3. If you fail, move to a connecting location. So he's pushing people back as well. Cannot be defeated by damage is very interesting here. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each encounter card from the deep ones and sinking ship sets into the encounter deck. Exhaust each deck 1 location. So that's all of the ones down here. And I'm going to put all of these cards back in the deck, which is just horrible. Also, this is going to... I'm not even going to look at those cards. I know they're going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I just know it. Advanced the Act deck to Act 3A. And advanced to Agenda 3A. Okay. Agenda 3...
So, should we read the... Oh, no.
No, because we just jumped straight to it, which sucks, but that's okay. Oh, Act 3A, Plug the Abyss, which is this one. Sorry, my bad. So, Agenda 3A, Punish the Interlopers. They have it. Don't let them escape. The cult knows what you've found, and they're desperate to get it back. What? Okay, wait. Oh, I'm supposed to advance to Summon Those Below, sorry. There's 2 different ones. Agenda 3A, Summon Those Below. Creatures from the deep have begun to climb aboard the ship, called forth by the ritual of the cultists in the pulsating tablet. Exhausted locations do not ready. Makes sense. So they're underwater, I guess, or something. Each cultist gets +1 fight and +1 evade. And this is a 2 doom threshold. Act 3A. So I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll find out. Act 3A says... A ritual has begun that will call something terrible from below. The monsters storming the ship may just be the heralds. With the tablet in the hands of the cultists, you must stop the ritual at all costs. Or, we can just run if we, find a way to run. While Luther Marsh has no remaining health... Wow. Okay. While Luther Marsh has no remaining health. So we have to do 10 damage to him. Tablet of Dagon gains action, spend a clue, reveal 5 chaos tokens. If a cultist tablet or elder thing is revealed, I'm just going to call it an elder thing, seal it on the tablet. If there is one of each, it is destroyed. Okay, let's quick recap. Luther Marsh, a cultist leader with tentacle arms, it would appear, has appeared with the Tablet of Dagon They are attempting to summon something from the deep. If we can do him 10 damage, then we can take an action and spend a clue to reveal 5 chaos tokens. If among those tokens there are a cultist, a tablet, and an elder thing, it goes on the tablet of Dagon, and we need one of each to destroy the thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure we have not. Yeah, so there's 2 cultists in the bag, but as you can see here, Crosshair, there are no tablets and no elder things in the bag as of yet.
And I don't even know how we can put tablets into the... oh, yeah, library. Library adds the tablet, and the engine adds the other token.
Yeah, I'm wondering. It's interesting. The bridge says if you've restarted the engine, test 3 and then add a thing to the bag. Oh,
yeah.
It adds a second one. I understand. So it just it
Yeah.
increases your odds of getting the thing. Oh boy. Okay. So that was the agenda advancing. Now we each draw an encounter card and then we die. Sound good? Here we go. I'm drawing an encounter card. Preston is like, "Oh, what's happening over there?" He's like, not sure. Taking on water. Oh, sorry. It's a peril treachery, so I'm
okay.
I'm not supposed to talk about it. There you go. I've resolved my peril treachery. I'll pass the turn to you, Crosshair, to draw an encounter card and get absolutely
Hopefully
fucked.
not.
I love this scenario, but this is insane, I have to say.
Okay. Swept away.
Yee!
That's swept away to the current agenda. Limit 1 per agenda. As an additional cost to enter an exhausted location, test agility 3. If you fail, you must either discard 3 resources or discard a non-story item asset you control. When the agenda would advance, discard swept away. So anytime we enter a exhausted location,
We have
test
to.
3.
Okay.
And,
I mean, obviously that sucks.
and we have no way out.
It would appear to me there's no way out. I know there's a location in the game called Lifeboat.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to get it. Maybe it's from the act deck or something. That would be something that I would love to know how to get, so we could just get the hell out of here. I would love to just leave. That would be great.
Yeah. Okay. So what we need to do is get a tablet symbol and a thingamabob symbol into the bag.
Yes.
Deal 10 damage to loser Mars.
Yep.
And then have enough clues to pull tokens enough to reveal 5 of those different symbols.
Yeah, I mean, one clue pulls 5, so hopefully we would, get it each time. But that's impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
No. You're right. It's definitely.
Say.
This is truly horrible. I love this scenario to death. I'm really happy with it. It feels so thematic, but I'm just furious.
And we had a really slow start.
Agreed. I feel you're right. If we had started fast, I feel like we would have maybe found the tablet, and then that would have been a very different story. I realize now.
Or actually,
yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I had a crappy start.
There you go. It's true. I managed to keep moving.
Yeah, my start was absolute garbage. But it's not over yet, so. Now, how do we want to die?
It's a good question. I feel like, we probably want to go down swinging against Luther Marsh, but that's up to you.
Yeah,
I
because
yeah.
Luther retaliates 2 damage, and I die from 2 damage.
Yes, you do have the like we have the ability to evade him as well, right? Which at least allows you to get away. That
Yeah.
is a thing. There is a hand at the next location, which is terrible.
Oh yeah, but I have a plan.
I love the sounds of this. Okay.
Oh, but oh yeah, Luther Marsh is an elite.
Mm. Oh, it
You
only
can't attach.
darn.
Damn.
That is too bad. It does make sense though. I suppose the hand would be pretty good if you could just sick it on the cultist leader.
Yeah.
Uh, buddy. Yikes.
Well, I can't stay here because Luther will kill me.
That's fair.
That's like, I'll just see if I die.
All right.
So.
Oh wow, you're really just gonna go? Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna evade Luther. First things first. Like, I just gotta get away. Jenny just looks at this monstrosity that's filling the bridge suddenly. There was nobody there a minute ago.
Yeah.
And is just gonna try and evade. So that would be a. What skill does the Luther use on evade? It's the agility one.
Agility. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So it would be a 4 on 3, but I'm gonna use streetwise for this. Spend 2 resources on that, so it's gonna be a 6 on 4 to evade. And I'm gonna let's go all in then. I'm gonna commit. Watch this.
Watch this. Backflips out of the bridge.
Yeah.
Such a
And
cool.
commit 3 resources to that one.
Buddy.
Can I commit more? Arts.
Yes, you can commit as many as you want to your own test. Only one to other people's if you're at that location.
Okay, should I have committed this before the watch this?
I think it. It seems to me that cunning would track how many icons it has. So like, if
okay, yeah. So it's.
So I don't think it may. I think it's worth one basically.
Basically, I can still get one from it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, why not at this point, right? Like, you may as well do something with that.
And yeah.
Okay.
1 and 2 from watch this. 3 from streetwise. That's 5. 8 against 4.
Come on, buddy. Get twice that many.
No.
Oh God.
No.
No.
That's like this.
So I will.
Jenny,
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. Jenny just goes all gung ho like, what's this? And just gonna give it a double, like flips the birds to this Luther and backs out into the door of the bridge. Like, oh yeah, the door is closed and.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna try and evade again.
Yep. Okay. We may as well go for it. Yep.
Yeah, put the +3 from streetwise into that. So that's a 6 on 4. That's
That's good.
Not an... Yeah, that'll do. So Jenny just slowly opens the bridge door and like, okay, I'm just gonna close it behind her
Nice.
and
Yeah,
just
I'll do 3.
evade Luthor.
Yay!
And then move out. Yeah, well, only thing I can do.
Yep. Guess who's here? Blah! The hand leaps at Jenny's face. What the fuck is this? Just like this horrible, disembodied, mummified hand. Oh
Yeah,
my
just
God.
running around in the dining room like in the Addams Family.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Horrible.
Well, I guess that's my turn.
Oh my God. So I would just want to point out to folks in the chat there, like, there's a lot of intricacies to the game and all sorts of stuff, and I think Crosshair you just illustrated, and I'm sorry because it's so dramatic, but like illustrated such an important thing that each class in the game has different kind of ways of interacting with the game, right? Like certain classes like to play a lot of assets so that they have tools that help them do better. Survivors have cards that say, if you fail, get a thing. So, you like fail, but you still move forward, and that's okay. Rogues love to go way over their test limit, succeed by a bunch, and then get a bunch of shit for doing really well. However, there is a token in the Chaos bag that says automatically fail, and that is just the worst. Such a horrible feeling.
I've drawn it twice this game at the points when I put all in into this one.
But that's, you know what? Like that's the game, right? Like it happens sometimes, I guess. Oh boy. Okay, well, I'll start my turn here. I guess I'm gonna try to get the tablet in the bag here. I'm gonna move into... No, I am not. I'm gonna I'm just gonna quickly see here. I'm looking for a specific card. Yes, I am. So I'm gonna stay here and draw. I agree, Gunnar. That is the beauty of the game. I'm gonna stay right here, Crosshair. I'm gonna stay at the sun deck and just draw cards. Ready? 1. That's a good card. 2. That's a fine card, I suppose. 3. Draw a card. Hup. Nice. 4. It's not particularly useful, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Preston has managed to, make enough friends on the ship that he's able to, even amidst the chaos, discreetly slip a few bucks to Leo, who then slips them on to somebody else. He's calling in a small favor. A small favor says deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location. However, I can pay more to have it do 2 damage, or 2 damage at a location somewhere else. So I'm going to pay 6. And make it do 2 damage. Unfortunately, it can't be an elite enemy. Yeah. So Luther Marsh is still out there. But I'm going to kill this Cultist of the Deep.
Yeah.
I can do something!
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Enemy phase. Hey, do you have... there's no hunters, but is there an enemy with you?
Yeah, there is.
There is. Okay.
Not that one.
Whoop.
Engine room was exhausted.
Yes, but they stay exhausted, apparently, according to the... Oh! Yeah. Pukajutsu's here! Run!
So Jenny is just running from the bridge and like, oh god damn it, I have to get off this ship, and this hand just leaps from the dining table
and
like grabs her by the throat before she can throw it aside.
It's crazy.
Dealing 1 damage.
Yeah. Oh.
And I'm at 7 out of 8.
Yikes.
Actually, no. Yeah. I'm gonna put it on the hired muscle.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, actually. Yeah.
Speaking of Pukajutsu muscle.
Speaking of Pook, we've got the hired muscle here. All right. Okay. Well, then we move to the upkeep phase here. We're gonna ready Luther, draw our cards, and do our things that we need to do here. Oh, come on. That actually seems really good here.
Oh yeah, this is just what I needed.
Is it?
No.
No. Okay. Mythos phase then. I'm just gonna keep rolling here, Crosshair, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna survive, to be honest. So, one
Not
doom,
long.
and we draw an encounter card. Right of the deep. Place a doom on the nearest cultist enemy. I will do that. Boop.
Oh, yay.
Yay! It doesn't advance right away, thankfully, but I don't know. It would have advanced next turn anyway, so
Yeah.
And then, how about you?
Guess I'll die.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like, we're not gonna lose every scenario. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Wow. Just as the hand is strangling Jenny in the dining room, the good old Order Enforcer, covered from head to toe in different parts of the ocean and wet as the sea as well, yeah, like comes into the dining room as well.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's got
He's
like
back.
barnacles on him and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
we're not finished.
Ah! She looks to like push Dario in front of him.
Nope, nope, nope,
Nope,
nope,
nope, nope,
nope.
nope, 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 nope. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're back to the investigation phase. So that's fun.
Yeah. So let me just check one thing. Cannot be evaded means that I can't evade and then move out. So if I move out, it takes an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, cannot be
Yep.
defeated, cannot be evaded. Yep. You can
Yep.
all you can do is throw it onto another person and then run.
Yep, that I can.
Jeez Louise. Just a disaster. Um, yeah. I don't know, Crosshair.
Guess we should do something.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Crosshair. I obviously didn't. Well, I mean, I don't know what the scenario is, but I don't have any way of really doing damage. So like, it's just gonna be a little tough. It's not impossible. I'm just putting that out there for you right now.
yeah, I should be able to, but I'm not sure I have the time to do it. But
Good point.
okay, first things first. I'm gonna try and Jenny is gonna try
Yes.
and evade this Order Enforcer. So that's gonna be a 3-on-3.
Boy.
I'm gonna just commit this cunning into it also. So 4-on-3.
4-on-3.
Well, fuck you too.
Well, fuck you, Chaos Bag. It's horrible. Horrible, I believe.
So
Thanks a lot, Gunner.
just because you love the card that I draw, I'm gonna try and evade again. And
Okay.
I'm gonna commit this most useful card at this point. Fine clothes.
Both of us took fine clothes because we figured it was like, we're on a cruise ship, we'd be wearing our finery. Just horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's the same 4-on-3.
Hey.
Okay. Well, the Order Enforcer is evaded. So Jenny runs away from the order enforcer and runs into the galley, like just heading to the engine room. That like maybe I can get this piece of hunk of junk moving and we can get out of here. And as she does so, the hand just claws at the hired muscle.
These big bulky guys are like, "Hey, where are we going, Miss Barnes? Hey, what the hell is this?" Smacking at
Yeah,
this hand, jumping around. Oh, boy.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
I also am not getting paid enough for this, and I'm a millionaire. Let's see. Okay, so four resources on family inheritance. Crosshair, I'm going to try to get the tablet in the bag so it can at least say that that happened.
Yep.
Move into the library. Seasickness triggers. So I'm going to try to investigate this location. I have 1 intellect against the 3, 5, 7 shroud of this location, but money talks. I'm going to try for a money talks test.
Cool.
Money talks lets me test half my money against the skill value. So
Oh, 13.
13 versus 7, which well, I mean, I'm not going to say anything because you know how that goes, but I'm going to try it. Ha!
Yeah.
Cultist! Cultist is good. I am going to put a damage on the Order Enforcer.
Excellent.
Because why not? I'll get a clue. The lights come back on. I mean, flickeringly, but, you know, they're back on. And then I'm going to spend another action to try to test. I'm going to try to learn more about the cult. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 2 clues. So are you throwing money at them? Well, Gunnar, I'm throwing money at people who know more than me, basically. I'm like, come quick, tell me about this cult. And people are like, I don't know. And once you pay people, their lips tend to loosen a little bit. Okay.
He's just paying Leo to like go fix the lights.
Yeah, go get out of there. Spend 2 clues. Test book 3. Okay. Test book 3. I have 1 intellect. I'm going to rise to the occasion, which gives me 3 wild icons. I'm taking it. So that's 4 intellect. And I'm going to exhaust well connected to go up to 9. Right? Plus 5. That feels good. 9, sorry, versus 3. Pacha! Nailed it. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so good. I spent the clues. We're sealing the -5, and we're adding a tablet to the bag. It's just so stupid.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, all right. That's happening. Last action? I don't know, man. You know what? Last action?
Jump off the ship.
Jump off the ship. I'm gonna take the money from family inheritance. I do think I will jump off the ship at some point, but I'm not sure quite when that's gonna happen yet. At the end of my turn, I'm just gonna test my willpower tests really quickly. Nope. Sometimes, if I draw the Elder Sign, I would get to pay to pass my seasickness, which is just crazy. You're paying money to be like, do you have any Dramamine? Do you have any, anti-nausea medic? Do you have any ginger? Oh boy.
But yeah, it's a life lesson, kids. If you're gonna die rich.
Yeah. Because you got no one to leave it to. I would have left it to you, Jenny. She's dead too. Okay, it's the enemy phase. What happens in the enemy phase?
Hunters.
It's coming.
Yeah, the hand is running up after Jenny. Like, get back here. Get on. Come on. Order Enforcer doesn't hunt because it's not ready, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly right. Absolutely.
Cool.
But we will ready it. We may as well, because it's now that time. It's time to ready those cards.
Still no weaknesses.
I honestly do not believe that, like, for a second. It doesn't make any sense. I also haven't
No.
seen the coolest card in my deck either, which is infuriating, but
Yeah. 16 cards. Third of those cards are weaknesses.
crazy town. Just crazy. Okay, well, here we go, Crosshair, because now we're advancing the agenda. So we're discarding Swept Away. I don't know what it does, but we're going to find out. The ship tilts to one side, emitting a terrible groan as more water rushes in. Exhaust a ready location with the lowest possible deck number. If all locations are exhausted, each investigator is defeated and suffers a physical trauma. Otherwise, flip it back over. Okay. So every 2 turns, a location exhausts. Guess that'll be this one.
Why was boiler room and cargo room exhausted?
All of the, I remember on the back of 2A, on 2B, it said exhaust each deck 1 location. That's all of them at the bottom, which sucks. Just so the ship is fully sinking, and we're in huge trouble.
Yeah, basically we have time, but
yeah, we have some time. I'm gonna draw my encounter card because honestly, oh, yep, well, straight up. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna great.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Great.
It's a peril, so I don't get to tell you what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do that. Boop.
Oh, great. So
Great,
we
cool.
have basically 8 turns until everything is underwater.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
cool.
at some point we're gonna call it and just leap off the ship for sure. But like, you know, I'll let you draw your encounter card and see how bad it gets before anything else happens.
Oh, well, that just means that so the Seasinger seals a +1 token from the West back.
It's weirdly enough, it's this square up here that looks like a Bible.
Yeah. So I'm just
Oh, you've got it. Sorry, my bad.
Throw the +1 on the Seasinger, which means that there's always gonna be one doom.
So now it's every turn. Every turn we
yeah.
lose a location is what you're telling me. Just crazy town. Oh my god. All right, well, party hardy.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
So you did that. We need to.
We have to restart the engine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was
Sorry, I'm just.
there a...
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Now I wonder if it's a typo, but sorry, I just noticed on engine room. If you go back to engine room, it says if there are no clues on the revealed side of boiler room. Engine room says if there are no clues on it, discard cards from your hand, blah, 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 blah. So in fact, we have to get all the clues off boiler room and all the clues off the engine room. Like, just disgusting. Is that what that's what that means? It's so horrible.
Yeah, you basically have to clear the boiler room to get the engine working.
Where's Ursula? I need to get into a room, grab 2 clues, get out of there. That's what I need. It's disgusting.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
And there's no squiggly tokens in the bag.
Nope.
Like these. Okay.
I will check. No.
No. Yeah. Of course not.
No, of course
Why
not.
would there be?
They do not start the game in the Chaos Pack. Now, I wonder that, you know, Deck Lounge and Theater might have something on it that says add a thing to the bag, but it probably doesn't. I doubt it, but, like, we haven't been there yet is the only thing. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so, do you want to die first, or?
I do want to die first, actually.
Okay.
I'm just, like, is there anything, you know, I have the ability to, like, avoid some damage. I could probably, like, get some more clues. But basically, yeah, so this was, yeah, Go ahead, sorry.
I don't think the deck lounge has the lifeboat on it.
You know what? I tend to agree. It just doesn't seem possible. Gunnar points out this is essentially Rose and Jack from Titanic, but with some extra tentacles. I agree. Extra
Yeah.
steps and extra tentacles. Um, if Jack was actually the rich asshole from Titanic, whatever his name was, I don't remember.
Yeah, and Jenny Rose was a badass anyway.
It's true. Oh, Crosshair, I'm so sorry you never got your guns. This is the worst part.
Mm.
Well,
Well,
sorry,
my
your other guns.
Yeah, I got 2 shotguns, and I do know where my other guns are, but
Do you know where your guns are?
yeah.
Okay, well, you know what we're gonna do, Crosshair. I'm gonna just at least I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna play another well-connected. I'm gonna move because I can have 2. Doesn't say I can't. Oh, limit 1 per investigator. Whoa, hey, I'm not gonna do that. What? Who said that? What? I'm gonna move instead. I'm gonna move into the passenger cabins. Then I'm gonna move into the dining room. Bah! This guy engages me. The order enforcer.
Oh, joy.
Oh, joy. He has 3 fight, 2 health, and 3 evade. I am going to try to punch him to death. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Go for it.
I'm going to do it. Because even though he has +2 fight because I'm seasick, I'm going to exhaust well connected to go up to... Let me think about this for a second. 7? 7 to 5. Because I have 30-odd resources, which is just incredible. All right, I'm doing it. 7 to 5. I'm going to try to punch and kill this guy. Nailed it! I think I nailed it. -2 because the location is not exhausted. Yes. Okay. So I kill this guy. Bam! And, last action, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, hey? I'm going to draw a card. And I'll test my seasicknesses really quick here, just because that's fun. Toss this in. Nope. Nope. Still incredibly seasick, which is just so unfortunate right now. All right, Crosshair.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
Well... Oh yeah, there's nobody connected.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I mess it up for us?
No. It's fine. Oh, no, yeah. I'm gonna try to fight the hand of the strangler. Just to attach it to the sea singer.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. It's something.
Yes, it is. I feel like there's water sloshing around in here at the same time. It's just going
everywhere.
Crazy. Everywhere.
So hired muscle gives me +1, and it's a 3 on 3. So 4 on 3.
4 on 3? Wait, isn't that?
That'll do.
Yeah, right? Because yeah, you had 4 combat versus the 3 of the thing. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so that's attached to the sea singer now. Cool.
Okay.
And it's not engaged to me. So Jenny can run into the flooded engine.
Get the hell out of there! Yeah.
And so we need to get the stuff out of the boiler room, but you can't stay in the boiler room because I'll die in the boiler room.
You're right. I have the ability to get clues off of it eventually. I just, not at this second, but hopefully before too long.
And we need to clear the engine room anyway.
Yes,
from clues.
That is true.
So I'm just gonna Jenny's just gonna dive into the water and try to find a way to start this engine.
Sploosh.
So I'm just gonna investigate. Ba, 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 ba. No, I can't use that. Nope. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna use High Roller also. So that's a +2 on this investigation. Which would be a 4 on 6.
Okay.
And that's a -4 because
God
it's an exhausted.
damn it.
Yep. So, nope.
It's
Jenny
always-
instead drops all of her money into the bottom of the engine room.
No, my money! This is a classic. Gunnar suggests we just draw our scuba gear, which I agree. Gunnar, the worst part of card games is if you don't draw a card, it's like it doesn't exist. So you got to draw.
Yep. Actually, at the end of this, if we die, I can tell you what's even worse.
Oh boy, I cannot wait to find out.
Yeah. So, enemy phase, nothing. Seasinger takes damage.
Seasinger takes some damage, that's good.
Yep. And we move on to the upkeep.
Upkeep, yeah. So interestingly enough, that marsh dude is just up there summoning things, right? Oh, I guess he's trying to take down the ship. That's what he's doing up there.
Yeah,
He's not really
pretty
doing
much.
much else. All right, here we go. Well connected. Draw a card. Resource. Great. Absolutely
want
nothing.
to keep the higher muscle?
It's a good question.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep it still.
All right.
At this point. But let's see. 5 out of 16 cards.
Come on, here we go.
No.
No.
No
Wow.
weakness.
Do you think I just didn't put them in? I don't think I.
We'll see soon.
Excuse me. The Hand of the Stranglers. Okay, so because of the Sea Singer, we advance the agenda again, right? We place a doom and then we advance it. So I'm going to exhaust. The dining room is now waterlogged.
Yeah.
And then Mythos phase, drawing cards. Here we go. Oh my god, why? So here's the Sea Singer again. I drew the Sea Singer. So I'm just going to put this out there. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 Sea Singers in the whole deck. We've managed to draw them both twice.
Well, the other one is gonna go bye-bye soon.
That's true. That's true. Ay yoy. Okay. Bang. Yeah, that's my Mythos card. All you, bud.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something.
That's exciting.
I'm gonna take 1 resource.
Okay.
Jenny just looks around and sees all this floating stuff from the cargo bay in the water, and notices her backpack.
A backpack! Oh my god, it's just floating around.
Yeah, and grabs it like, oh, there it is.
Oh hey, I found you.
But I think this should be the upgraded backpack.
It is, yeah. There is no asset for it in the mod. So the oh yeah,
it's 12 cards.
It's 12 instead of 6. Yeah. So backpack allows you to search the top 12 cards of your deck. So in Crosshair's case, the whole deck, for 3 non-weakness item or supplies, and attach them. They can be played as if they were in your hand, which is nice. Backpack is one of those, like, tutoring. The ability to tutor cards or find cards is useful in a card game, so it's nice.
And it's item or supply.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna just make sure backpack level 2. pretty sure
Nope.
that's what you get. Yep.
Nope. Nope.
What is happening?
There's one.
There's one.
That's an asset.
Not an item.
Oh,
Right? Disastrous.
go away. There's
Oh,
one.
no! What is happening? I just don't.
Okay.
Like, I don't know your deck super well, but I'm pretty sure 2 of the 3 cards left are items. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So
Just disastrous.
Jenny finds her backpack, and there's a used flask in there with some booze. Well, that's nice. And a decorated skull from her previous adventures. So she's like, crap.
Come on.
How is this possible? Everything that goes wrong is going wrong. And that's not even the real use for Murphy's Law, but fuck it.
Pretty much, right? Like, oh my god.
But that was my first one.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So, no, second one, because...
Whoop. Right, you took a resource and then you played backpack, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna try and get a clue.
Makes sense. Sounds like a plan.
Nope.
Nope. All right. And I'll just rush down there. So Preston's rushing, slogging down the stairs. 1, 2. I will be able to pick up the clues off Boiler Room, but I won't do that yet. For now, I will try to get a clue as well, I guess. I'll exhaust Well Connected to go up to, like, I don't know, 1,000,000. It's not 1,000,000. I'm at 7, I think. 7 versus 4 for a clue. Ah! Clue.
That's one.
That's 1. I don't know. Hair, this is bad news. Uh, what else? I wish I could, like, fight. That'd be great. I guess I'll just try for another one just in case. No, okay. Oh, no, of course all the elder signs are sealed and stuff, so that was a bit silly. Anywho. That's me. Oh, I have to test my willpower here. I'm just going to test. Nope. Oh, actually, sorry, I know I can't succeed, so it doesn't really matter. In the enemy phase, the Sea Singer dies.
Oh, true.
So that's nice.
So there's only one Doom on board.
Right, except that, like, you know, that's kind of the... that's kind of it, though, isn't it? Upkeep phase. Draw a card, gain a resource. Oh my god.
Still not a weakness.
I just don't believe it. I honestly just don't believe it. It's wild. Okay. All right. Well, so the Mythos phase again, because there's still a Doom on the board because of the Sea Singer, it advances. Oh, yeah.
No.
Hmm?
Actually... Because it says the otherwise flip this agenda back to 3A.
Yeah. Yes.
On the other side.
Yep, and this is right, and so it's on the 3A side.
Yeah, but does that mean that every time this advances, it automatically flips to this side and then has 2 Doom? Or does it mean that when it's on this side,
Yeah.
when it's Mythos phase, it flips to the 3A side?
So that's yeah. When the agenda advances, all Doom in play is removed. The thing is, the Sea Singer isn't
has
because
that
it's
one.
yeah. So I think basically every turn until we kill the Sea Singer, we're
It's just the otherwise flip this agenda back to 3A is weird, but
No, I agree with you. If all locations are exhausted, each investigator is defeated. Otherwise, flip this agenda back. Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Okay.
what it is. Okay. Um, encounter cards.
I think so.
Here we go.
Lifeboat?
Lifeboat? No, it's a clap of thunder. Boom. What am I doing here? Clap of Thunder is test will 3. I mean, I'm definitely not passing this. I am gonna throw in. I'm gonna throw in. Do I have any will icons? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ah! Oh! Big boom.
Perfect.
Perfect. I'm gonna choose Burf. Oh, I'm gonna choose agility, I guess. Discard Henry Wan and fine clothes. I actually have a bit of everything in my hand.
Hey, look. We both have discarded fine clothes last.
Oh, so sad. It's so
How
sad.
fitting.
It's very fitting. Oh boy. What about you?
Okay.
Got a good card to draw there?
I might
Ah.
have. Right off the deep. Oh, well, tell me something I don't know. Place one doom on the nearest cultist.
Oh boy.
Well, uh, well, yeah.
Yep. I'll put one on the Sea Singer, I guess, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
really make a big
So
difference.
the Seasinger makes the doom counter 2 and the doom threshold is 2. So great.
Yep. Great indeed.
Anyway,
it does remove at like the doom will be removed, but I mean I guess it doesn't really matter necessarily.
yeah, true.
Oh boy.
Ah,
I mean
so
honestly,
it's out.
yeah, go for it. I
Our
mean,
turn.
mhm.
I can give us one more turn, I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe.
Should I go first?
Yeah, go for it. I'm thinking I'll probably play one more turn and then I'm gonna jump ship as it were because I feel like we're at that point now where it'll roll over and we'll be defeated anyway. So I
Oh
want to know what the
yeah, but
resolution is, but like
the Seasinger is 2 away, so I would have to equip something, and I can't get to it in time with 3 actions.
yeah,
So I wanted to equip something, get there, shoot it, give us
right.
2 more turns, but okay. So Jenny just looks at the engine, looks at Preston, and it's like, you know, next time you suggest we take a trip, uh, I might suggest that we take an airplane, maybe a road trip.
It's not
But
a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all, Jenny.
I, uh, I will never, ever, ever, in any scenario, come back on a cruise ship with you. And
Okay.
just walks into the cargo room,
Yep. Oh,
walks into the open water, and I know that this isn't exactly like within the rules,
but
but
for the
I'm
story,
gonna die.
yes.
She's just gonna yeet herself off the ship into the open
Yeet.
waters.
Absolutely incredible. Some of my favorite flavor text too. Quitters may never win, but they also rarely die. Yeet.
Because
Just oh
this
my.
this way, Jenny just leaps into the open sea, and you get that nice Hollywood ending of not knowing what happened.
It's true because yeah, as the camera kind of goes back onto the ship, we don't see what happens to Jenny as it goes back onto the ship. Preston just kind of sinks down into the water in the engine room as it starts to bubble up, and the ship starts to disappear under the waterline. And
Yep.
that's that's
Open
that's beautiful. I'm out
open
of
water
here.
also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Open water also says that at the end of your turn, take 2 damage.
Ooh. So,
So
yep,
I took the 2 damage
yep,
instead of being defeated.
yep. Yeah, yeah, why not, right? Like, and you're out of here, so I'll take it. Preston sinks down into the water and just a glorious failure, says Gunnar, and I couldn't agree more. I'm just gonna see if there's a resolution for us, but I don't know if there is. If no resolution was reached, so I'll read the end crosshair and we'll see where we're at, okay?
Yep.
You come to consciousness draped over a piece of wreckage floating on the endless ocean. Well, someone does. I'm not sure if it's you or me or both of us. There is no sign of the constellation. Sklardicus! Yes, you came back to the ultimate disaster. There is no sign of the constellation except the flotsam that surrounds you. You think you feel something massive swimming just below, and panic hits as you don't dare to think what it might be. It is then that you see the light of an approaching vessel in the night. Perhaps rescue is at hand, though what has been unleashed this night you cannot say. Record that the ritual at sea was completed. Record that the constellation was lost to the depths. Each investigator earns experience equal to victory X. Um,
Let's count our victory.
shall we?
Bridge? No.
No.
Deck lounge? No.
No.
Sun deck? No. Library?
No, there's still clues. There's still clues on it. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah. No. Passenger? No. Dining room? No. Galley?
Oh my god.
No.
No.
Engine room?
Ah,
No,
come
no.
on.
Boiler room? No, 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 no. Cargo room? Nothing there.
Nope.
Open waters? No.
Just Jenny
Well,
floating on some flotsam.
yeah. Maybe even Preston. Who knows?
Maybe even Pretson. You did punch some out, so we're going to count that as a small victory. Gunnar is correct. We punched out a fair number of cultists, and that feels like a win. It's no Leo Anderson in Arkham stabbing people in the street, but, like, it's something.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
this is so sad, but I had this in my
Oh.
hand.
What is it? Hang on, sorry. What is it? I have to see. What is this? Jenny's!
Twin 45s. I really don't wanted to use them, but
Bang, bang, bang,
I
bang.
just didn't have the right moment, and it came
No.
too late. And yeah.
I mean, that's the game, right? Like, it's the unfortunate thing, and I've done a few solo standalone scenarios on Doomed before. You build the deck to like try to succeed at that one scenario, and then you don't draw the right cards, and everything goes to hell. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah. Go for it, Crosshair.
for me, everything went to hell. Basically, like nothing worked. But the one thing is, I have 12 cards left, and I think that's not a weakness. That's not a weakness. There's one.
Okay. It's
That's
true.
not
I
a
may have
weakness.
only put in. I may not have put in all of the weaknesses I was supposed to.
Let's
Absolutely
just
incredible.
flip this. No. There's one. There's one.
Absolutely incredible. Oh no! Look at that. That's 4 basic weaknesses, and searching for Izzy. That's 5 weaknesses in the last 12 cards.
Yeah, and it was basically in the last 8 cards. The last 5.
Just incredible. Absolutely wild. Wowzers. Well, I have to
Yeah.
thank you for joining me today, Crosshair. I will also say, of course, I feel like Jenny plays well with the style that you enjoy. I mean, there's tons of archetypes and stuff, so who knows? Perhaps in a future Doomed or Twoomed, perhaps Jenny will make a reappearance after her ocean disaster.
Oh, I'm quite sure. Jenny today was only carrying her like vacation equipment, so it
Right? Oh,
wasn't
not
like
her regular equipment, of course.
yeah, Jenny is much more like put together when she's in action, but this was supposed to be a vacation.
Right, good point. So Preston will try to inform you next time when he realizes that the horrible cult forces of the Ancient Ones are trying to destroy the cruise ship that they're on. Pukajutsu, you haven't been doomed. You've been entertained. Folks, thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining me, and I want to thank you especially, Crosshair, for the long and excellent game of Arkham that we played this evening.
Oh, this was excellent.
It
I
was
always
excellent.
enjoy it. Even
Yeah.
when we get utterly destroyed, it's still fun.
And we were utterly destroyed. That was really
Quite.
bad. Quite. Thank you guys. I'm going to raid us over to the Coolian who's playing Resident Evil 3, and I'm also going to go get my food because it smells delicious. Uh, so I just wanted to thank everybody for joining us once again on Doomed. Um, Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. As a reminder, as per the Crosshair thank you, we have um, Exalted Academy tomorrow at episode 12 at 1800. I plan on being rested for it. That'll be nice. This has been great. Lots of fun. So I'm going to thank you once again, Crosshair. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hey,
Anytime.
you betcha. Well, I hope it will be anytime. So have a great rest of the eve or morning or whatever for you folks. Don't forget to drink water and take care of yourselves, and we'll doom you again soon.
Bye bye.
Bye!